All right. Test 1 2, test 1 2. We are online. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Divinity Originals Record Scratch. No, we're not. Rest in peace, Mukluk and Fane. Our attempt at doing Lone Wolf Hardcore, our second hardcore run, I say hardcore honor mode, basically hardcore, was cut short yesterday by a freak lava flow accident. Who knew that people could die in freak lava flow accidents, but now we know. So, to take a break from Divinity, because we have done nearly 2 full playthroughs back to back, wanted to introduce you guys to another game that I know and love, Grim Dawn. It is an action RPG. When you think action RPG, the staple is, of course, the Diablo series, but it's an action RPG that is a little different from those. It's a little smaller time. The developers are not as well known, but if you like some of my previous content, stick around, give it a chance. I think you'd probably like this. So, for our purposes tonight, I've made a brand new character. I haven't played this in a while, and I've started him on veteran mode, which just ups the difficulty just a touch, and in exchange you get more loot. So, totally worth it if you know the basics of the game. So, gonna accept that. Got our new character here named Mukluk Twitch, because I've already used Mukluk on a previous character. And you see he's just got a busted knife and a wooden shield to start with. And jump right into it. And despite the music, it is not a horror game, although it definitely sounds like one. So let's get started and see that intro cinematic.
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this. But the bonds hold, for now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
It's like Darkest
Others of
Dungeon.
your kind name us ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first, but were managed by your corrupt gods. Your prophet opened the way, and now we return to reclaim what by right should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires and emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Captain!
Cut him down!
What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled!
This is a human now.
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
The ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up, send them to me. If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
So if you haven't figured it out yet, the person hanging is you. That's your character. So you start off apparently with the nasty spirit thing inside you, and they hang you, and it leaves. It's still a little loud. Now it's a little quiet. Come on. I want to get this just right so I'm not deafening the stream. Hey, Bakamono, how's it going?
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life.
What happened? How did I get here?
You were possessed. So we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Where can I find this captain?
He's up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
On my way. Alright. Still not quite happy. That's alright. Hopefully the combat's not too loud. How was your day, Bakamono? Since we last parted ways.
You're not looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but we've lost too many people to the dead. I need someone expendable, someone with nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Right now, you are that person. You're worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
What is it you want me to do?
The bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the Burial Hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the Burial Hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it. You will need to fight your way.
Alright. So hack and slash my way out of here. Nope. So one interesting mechanic of this game, the money is actually bits of iron. For whatever reason in this world, iron is incredibly rare. So the currency is just small bits of iron. So getting from level 1 to 2 is basically just auto attack. You don't pick a class when you create your character like you do in so many other games. Hold on, I'd like to remap a key here. Where's the map? There we go. Alright. So instead in this game, when you hit level 1, you pick your first class, and I think at level 10 you pick your second class. So your character becomes a combination of any two of the starting classes in the game. And then each of those two classes has a talent tree, so if you wish, you can completely ignore one class and just devote all your time and energy into the other. Or you can make a hybrid, which makes it so where the class combinations, there are a lot. So as you see here, we got Soldier, Demolitionist, Cultist, Nightblade, that's your rogue, Arcanist, Shaman, Inquisitor, Necromancer. Now, the Mukluk favorite is, of course, as anyone who knows me, the one that involves summoning friends. And there's a couple of those in this game. In this case... Oh my. Oh, it's S. Okay. In this case, my favorite combination is a Cultist with a side of Necromancer. So... let's take a look at Necro. So let's see, once I put my first point in the bottom, every point I put down here just increases all my stats. And then I can pour points into a ability such as Summon Skeletons. So I'll just put 2 there. And then I can bind Pet Attack to one of my keys and raise Skeleton to another. What's my max skeletons right now? 3. Okay, so it summons 3 at a time and the max is 3. Nothing in the box. So now I got some little friends, just as nature intended. We actually died on hardcore last night, Chris Barfield. So our adventure hit a grinding stop. Budget Tom Cruise. No, it's fine. Dude, I thought about making, like, a promo page of, like, me doing some cheesy pose and have, like, he looks like Tom Cruise, and then, like, a name, and he sounds like a British BBC caster. And, what was the third thing? It's a Chill Stream 2018. Like, as a cheesy movie poster. Didn't actually go through with the idea, but it was a passing fancy. Yeah, I did a vote, a poll to vote on the next game, and by a small margin, an action RPG won the vote. So I'm playing this. I thought about doing the Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, but there was a technical reason why that didn't happen. So I might do that in the future. But this is another game I enjoy greatly, and if you like my content with Divinity, you will probably like this if you give it a chance. Being an action RPG instead of just an RPG, it's a little less running around town and talking to people and a little more combat, but it's still got a healthy amount of both of them. Oh, we leveled up. I didn't even see it. Alright, skeletons. Oh! Someone's journal here. We'll look at that in just a second. What is this? Oh, for every point in this, you can have another skeleton. So every point in this just increases the strength of the skellies I've already got. So go ahead and do that. Alright, let's see what that journal is we just got.
I'm trapped here. I realize now I will die in this house. Margaret, I fear you are already dead, and so it may not be so bad if I am shortly join you. If by some miracle you yet live and return here to find this note, please know I am not angry with you. I never regretted our tight life together, but now I only regret that I lost my temper and spoke unkind words when last we parted. I hope you will not think me a coward for what I am about to do. They're in the house. I've barricaded myself in this room, but it is only a matter of time before they break through. All I can do now is choose the manner in which I face death, and I would rather die a man than be changed into one of those horrid things or eaten alive. Okay, so he shot himself in the head to not be turned into a zombie. That's the gist of it. Oh, one of my skeletons picked up a crossbow. That's cool. Grim Dawn is not free. However, the very similar games to this genre, which I am also a fan of, are Path of Exile, which is completely free, and The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. And that, even to me, that name sounds cheesy as hell. But it is a great game. It has less replayability than Path of Exile and Grim Dawn do. Grim Dawn and Path, the maps change every time you play them. Which is that is a lot of replayability, but Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, the maps do not hardly change when you replay it, but Van Helsing is currently 75% off for the Steam sale, so if you have any interest in it, now would be the time to scoop that up. You know, Hobbit, someone's told me about it before, I've just never gotten around to it. You know, Bakamono, I was bragging about you to my coworkers today. I was like, yeah, I met this guy, we hit it off, and now I feel like I've got a free marketing manager. Okay, so this guy with the star on his head is basically like a mini-boss. So here's a little loot explosion when he dies. So I just found some scrap, which is about as valuable as, a little bit more valuable than iron bits. Because again, for whatever reason, metal is rare. Now, Grim Dawn has one expansion, the Ashes of Malmouth, or Malmouth. I'm honestly not sure. It has a second expansion, which is almost out. So there'll probably be some package deals coming pretty soon. Hey, Battle Cat. Lyric recognized. One of my ex-girlfriends graduated marketing. Guess I picked up a thing or two. I mean, truly, and I'll gush here for a minute, like, what you're doing is just super kind. I thumbed up your other post on Facebook where you were looking for more people of similar fashion. Alright, we've got a few loots here. Let's see if any of these are an upgrade. Buckler. We'll stick to using the two-hand sword for now. I'm basically going to be a caster that hides behind its minions, but I'm not there just yet. And one fun thing about this game that many games with summoned minions don't have is you can send your pets to attack that to a button. So like right now I just sent my skeletons in that house to wreak havoc. There's so many games where it's basically just they hang around you, they assist you, they'll attack after you've been hit, and they have an AI, but in this one you can actually bark an order, which is really cool. Alright, see there's a lot there and I don't want to get surrounded, so I let them handle that. So right now I'm using them to break all this furniture and stuff. Alright, we got some journals here with some lore. Let's see what we got. Join the Inquisitor, currently en route to the village of Burwich, to investigate a number of strange incidents been reported in the area. Dusk is drawing near. Swamp of the region is said to be hazardous to travel at night. I'm reluctantly taken up lodging at a small, squalid tavern in Lower Crossing. Perhaps I'm weary from my travels, but I fear there's a strange pressure and electricity in the air. It's almost akin to still before a thunderstorm gale. Alright, so he has no real information here. As I was packing for my journey, my assistance was urgently requested by a logging camp in the old grove west of Devil's Crossing, where strange animal attacks have left 3 lumbermen listless and pale. I received a somber greeting from the foreman informing me that the bitten workers had gone mad and fled the premises. They were reported to have spoken in an unknown tongue. The foreman showed me the remains of the animals. 2 gray foxes and a hound suffering some sort of horrific mange lay in a hastily dug pit behind the outhouse. They told me the animals suddenly died when confronted by the workers, and strange green vapor emanated from the remains. Strangely afterwards, the 3 lumbermen fell ill and their mental state rapidly deteriorated. It appears that my presence in this region is most warranted. So... oh, got some metal gloves there. The green smoke reminds me of the intro to the game where I was possessed, and when they tried to kill me, the spirit left. And the spirit called itself an ethereal. So it sounds like those animals were possessed by ethereals. Well, good. I'm glad you're getting something out of it. Oh. Yeah, this game, Path of Exile is known for its gigantic talent tree. Like, we are talking hundreds of talents. No exaggeration at all. This game has something similar, and this right here, it's called Devotion. And it's basically, you get these points, and you fill these things out like constellations, and like, if you glance at this, as by filling this out, you get 5 green, whatever that is. And then there are other ones, it's like, okay, this constellation requires you to already have some green and some pink to use it. But the customization in this is pretty large. Fortunately, you branch out from this slowly, so it's not like you're drowning in information. And then that, coupled with the fact that you pick 2 classes to meld together, basically any fantasy class can be created, which is very cool. Send the skeletons in. Gave up on one of them because he got triggered due to the fact I love meat. What? You love meat? I'm kidding. Don't even care. We're all gonna die out here. Calm down, sir. Where are you from? I was staying with a group of survivors in Devil's Crossing, the old prison. That's where I started. Supplies started running low. I volunteered to go scavenging around Lower Crossing. I figured it was safe enough, but I was wrong. I got chased in here by a pack of ravenous rift scourges that I can't hear their maddening skittering anymore. I killed them. I suppose I have you to thank for that? Doesn't matter. The area's overrun with the dead. I can open a rift gate. A what? That's what those things make. But mine'll take you home. I have a hard time believing that after what I've seen in Burwich. See you at Devil's Crossing? I guess I just, like, shove him through the rift gate. So, your character is, like, unique in the world. Because he was possessed, he has the ability to make these portals. It's essentially Town Portal from Diablo. But other people, this is a really rare thing. Well, it's a non-existent thing. The fact that you can do that is super unusual. So you use that to get people out of trouble and stuff. And this is the kind of game where you typically want to not skip an area and leave an area of the map black, because you find people... Oh, this is basically a waypoint. You find people, you save them, they join your town, they become a chef or the blacksmith, stuff like that. Your town essentially starts empty, and you need to find survivors to inhabit it. Right on, right on. Alright, these things, these ether crystals actually hurt you every second, and they also pump out creatures non-stop, so you definitely want to deal with them quickly. One interesting thing about this game, if you look down here, you got my red health bar, and there's like a faded yellow bar overlaying it. You see it ends like right there. That's how well fed you are. So if your health goes down and you're not in combat, the food bar will drain to fill your health bar. So it's like free potions. And you occasionally will find, like, partly eaten meals and rations and stuff like that you can pick up and refill the health bar. And then the green one over on the right is energy, which is basically your mana. Alright, we got a cave entrance here and a star over here. So my quest is this cave. So we need to check both of these out. There's kind of a, I don't know, similar to like a Doom premise, kind of like a Hell on Earth is happening. The thing with the metal, I can't quite remember the lore for, so I'll read that when we get to it. I just remember metal, like scrap and metal iron bits, are super valuable to these people. Oh, looks like we're switching to a two-handed gun. Got the old blunderbuss. Take out the ether crystal. Alright. Ooh. Good job, skeletons. I was wondering if I made the right choice at the beginning, because I want to be Necromancer Occultist, which is 2 of the multiple classes with pets. And I was a little worried that starting with Necro might have been too weak, rather than start with Occultist and get Necro later. But this is going just fine. I'm happy with this. Oh, skeleton's going down. Resummon. Ah, I didn't even see we were fighting a name guy. Kaizog the Reanimator. He's throwing like ghost napalm at me. Spooky. Alright, for now, we are poor enough that we're going to pick up all the things. Alright, looks like it's a little random. So right now I've got 2 archers and 1 skeleton warrior. Earlier I had the other way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep pouring points into Ray's skeleton until it's max. So I've just got like 1 really strong skill, and then start branching out. Oh, I got 3 archers that time. I don't know if that's good or bad. Alright, target that. Alright, good. That's probably a good thing. They're pretty strong. Pop, 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 pop. Dead zombies. Okay, so these shrines, each time you find one of these, you have to sacrifice something to the shrine. In this case, one of these crystals I picked up. So the shrine becomes cleansed, and then it gives you a devotion point, which you can see right here. So it basically gives you a point to put on these constellations. So like if I pick this point here, now at the next shrine I can start branching into these. So each one is almost like an arrow going in a direction. Now I am a big fan of this Scorpion constellation, but once you finish a constellation, it comes with an ability. In this case, Scorpion Sting. You attach it to another ability. So if I attach it to summon skeletons, my skeletons have a 25% chance per attack to poison everything around them. So it's really good for you can attach these skills in so many ways. Just find anything on here. You know, there's ones that drop meteors. There's ones that do really minor things, like the turtle constellation is like chance on getting hit that you have a magic shell come up. So more customization, and I'm such a person that I think the more customization, the better. One thing I saw in an action RPG once is Bakamoto, I had to hit the allow button for your comment to go through. It hit a filter.
I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source?
There was some RPG or MMO I played once where you simply got to pick left-handed or right-handed. That's it. And all it did is it mirrored the graphic for your stance. But I thought that was the coolest thing that they even asked. Another thing that I wish they would do in like all games. More customization, the better.
A creature was doing this?
Yes. He was making zombies.
Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover.
Thank
We
you.
need some time to plan our strategy.
300
In the
iron
meantime,
and some reputation.
There are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors. Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you. He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the Ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump.
Alright. Yes, I'll speak to those people. So real quick, I'm going to look through. That shirt's an upgrade. Alright, so this guy's a merchant, so I'm going to go to him and sell a bunch of stuff. Now, you see there's these little items here, searing embers and scavenge plating. There's a button here to combine components. So if it's possible to combine any of these things into little things, you hit this button and it does it. So this is great for inventory cleanup. So we've got a scavenge plating I can attach to an armor to give it more armor. And a searing ember I can put in a weapon, a shield, or a caster offhand, which gives me a fire blast skill and adds fire damage to the weapon. It's a fire enchant, basically. Let's put some points into physique. Oh, still not enough. We'll hang on to that. Similar to Divinity, which you guys just saw me playing, in this game when you level up you get attribute points to mess with your stats, and you get skill points to mess with your skills. And this inventory auto sort, look at that, jams everything over to the left. Another thing I wish all games had. Alright, I hear you're cleaning up out there in Lower Crossing. If you're going to keep fighting those bastards, you'll need better equipment than that. Here's something you'll never see again in the world, stranger. Something for nothing. Take some iron coin. They killed my Annabelle back when the village was just overrun. Ain't nothing gonna bring her back. If it tries, I'll put a bullet through its skull. I got nothing left but revenge, so I pay good iron to those willing to put down abominations. Take Pharaohs Julius and Negan, for instance. Used to be good men, defenders of the Empire. Now nothing more than shambling fiends stalking the... This guy's turning into a redneck as I talk. Stalking the swamplands of the White Mire. Slaughter them. I'll put them down. Quest progress. Something for nothing. Alright, and then we got this weird guy in here that wanted to talk to us, Kasparov.
Welcome to my workshop. I saw you fighting the dead out in Lower Crossing, and I dare say you were absolutely brilliant. Evidently, cutting you off the noose was the best decision the captain made that day. Ah, where are my manners? I'm Kasparov, scientist and inventor. Rift gates, yes. The Ethereals use them to get around. I was working on a way to close them, but then you stumbled through ours. We have never seen a human, possessed or otherwise, pass through one.
There's something about you that is attuned to the Rift Gates, and I intend to replicate it. Wait, what?
You don't remember anything, do you? I may have taken some liberties while you were out.
You took some of my blood?
Just a few tests.
appears your body is still teeming with residual ether energies. You won't be growing any new limbs probably, but I'm going on tangents.
Your body is still teeming with residual aether energies. Don't worry, you won't be growing.
I
any
require
new
ether
limbs.
crystal fragments. Ah, like these?
But excellent.
I had already
These
picked some
will
up
do
earlier.
perfectly.
It's from those
Just
crystals
place
that I
them into
broke.
my device here, and oh my, that's not right. Not at all. That pulse, it wasn't supposed to go off. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. Yes, my fingers are still intact. Did it reach you too?
Oops.
Welcome to my work.
Oops. I restarted the conversation. Let's,
Very good. I'm sure
Alright.
a little more
I feel
ether
stronger.
in your system won't do you the slightest harm.
So it gave me 1 skill
Okay,
point.
maybe it was a lot more, but you look fine. Fitter than we've been so
Alright,
preoccupied
so
with
he has
this
another
little
quest. I already had the item to
I
fill
completely
that one.
forgot about my apprentice,
Da-da-da-da.
I have to say, I do feel a little
Alright, so his apprentice is out there somewhere, so she's another person that needs rescuing. Now we got this fella down here who needs something. Barnabas, what's up, man?
Send you over? You must have done quite a service with the dead if he's got hands to spare for old Barnabas. Let's get to business, yeah? Our wind pump's broken down again and we're running low on water. We're all out of parts, so I can't fix her up. Can always melt down what weapons
I
we
need
have,
scrap
but
from Lower
that's
Crossing.
the fun of being
Why not just throw a bucket in the river?
Have you seen the bodies floating out there?
Oh, okay.
Surface water
The river's full of disease.
Disease and decay.
Alright.
Search the ruined houses and the old dumping grounds.
I'll search for scrap. Alright, so I have some scrap, but he needs more than I've got. Alright, and then this is Burwich Prison. This is a jail, was a jail, and they're using it as a sanctuary to defend from the undead. So, earlier they wouldn't let me in. Now he says, you're good. Because I proved myself by going out there. Faldus. This is the guy I teleported back to town earlier. He says, I'll be damned, you really came through for me. Riff took me back to Devil's Crossing just as you promised. You're welcome. I'd like to thank you. Here, take everything I found out there. It's not much, but maybe you can make use of it. Thanks. So we got 150 XP, 500 iron, some reputation, and scrap. Which puts us at 4 out of 5. Alright, Sybil, what's your deal? I'm sorry to bother you, but if you're headed out to Whitemire, could you keep an eye out for my brother? Who is he? His name is Milton Hart. Oh, is that the guy who I found the suicide note for? He was a soldier in the Imperial Army. When we fled Burwich, he volunteered to cover our escape. He always had a penchant for heroics. But it's been weeks and we've not heard from him. I dread to think that he may have become one of the dead. He always wore an amulet I gave him years ago to keep him safe. Now I fear it may be preserving him in undeath. I wish nothing but for my brother to be allowed to rest in peace. We saw him last in the Whitemire. I will do it. He's really... Okay, I guess he's not, because I didn't have a dialogue option to tell her that I already found the dead body, so I guess that's not who I thought it was. Right, Sadina?
Greetings, child. I am pleased to see that the taint of possession has left you. Should you require it, I offer spiritual guidance to the survived troubled memory.
Alright, so this oh, hello. This person is the respec person. For a fee, you can move talent points around. Now, unless they've changed it since I last played, which admittedly was a long time ago, you can't change either of your 2 classes that you choose. Those are permanent choices. But everything about them can be changed. Alright, so I came to town through my little portal, which is over here. So, right there. Alright, so here's all the loot I wasn't able to pick up earlier. Alright, send the archers out there in front, because they are god mode right now. Look at that. So good. Oh man, they are strong. I don't have a single other ability right now. Poured all my energy into those things, so they are quite strong right now. Oh, getting zapped by lightning as soon as I walk out the door. Alright. Come on, archers. Go nuts for a second there. There you go. Gun them down. Alright, I'm going to send them out in front. Take out the crystal. Good. Looks like the 3 of them shooting at once can take out the crystal in one volley. That's good to know. I could resummon the skeletons and potentially get different ones, but I'm digging these archers. Oh, let's pick up that crystal. Alright, I think this area is clear. So earlier I walked past a cave. I want to go take a look at what's in there. So in a few more levels, I'll probably unbind my auto attack button and be using the pets for auto attack. But I'll get to the point where I'm just spell slinging. Ooh, this stuff's a little more durable. Oh, Pusquill the Hoarder. Don't want my habit to think that I am immune to poison because of the last game I played to kick in here, or that's going to get me murdered. Alright, nothing under those bones. Some armor. Let's pick that up, might be an upgrade. Scrap metal great axe. What's this game? This is, oh! Thank you for the follow, Salad Man. Glad you're enjoying your stay enough to hit that button. This game is Grim Dawn. It is an action RPG. The most notable action RPG out there is Diablo. I'm sure you're familiar with that series, or at least heard of it. This is the same style of game, but that's kind of where the similarities end. Whereas in Diablo, you pick a character, and that's your class right at the beginning. In this game, you just make a character, you choose male or female. That's it. And then what you look like. And you get into the game, and you pick a class. And you can see here I chose Necromancer, but there's like Soldier, Necromancer, Demolitionist, Nightblade, Arcanist, Shaman, there's a few more. But you pick 2 classes. I get my second class, I think, at level 10. And you can make a hybrid. So like if you combine a Soldier with a Necromancer, you basically got like a Death Knight or a Shadow Knight, whatever you want to call that. Now you can completely ignore your second class and just devote all your energy into one and just be a Necromancer or whatever. But you can make a hybrid class between any 2. So because of the whole hybrid option, it's like instead of having 10 classes in the game, there's like 30 or 40. Now, in addition to that, there's this thing, which is kind of daunting when you first see it. You get these points on here, and you can spend them in these things called, they look like constellations. And if you fill a constellation, you gain, like this one is the Scorpion, you gain Scorpion Sting. And it says 25% chance on attack to make this spell go off that poisons everyone around you. And if I unlock Scorpion Sting, and I, for example, combine it with my summoned skeletons, they have a 25% chance per attack to poison everything around them. But you can combine any skills from the devotion tree with any skill that you're clicking to fire. So again, oh, hold on, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here for a second. That guy was actually dangerous. Oh, wow. This acid that poured out of him when he died just one-shot all my minions. But, yeah, so again, you're picking 2 classes. You can divide your attention between them any way you want. And in addition to that, you've got the devotion tree, which you can use to amplify any of either of those classes' abilities in any way you want. So, lots of customization, which is my jam. I love customization. Alright, so we're going to go to town for a second, because our inventory's full. Just read the rest of what you said. I appreciate you joining to show some love. Let's see, it's not an upgrade, so right now I'm just selling stuff to make room. As we level, we will find bags and things like that, which will make every one you find makes your inventory a little larger. But my character is young enough that don't have any of that yet. Might be using that hammer later. We'll hang on to that for now, and we can put another point to physique, which allows us to use these heavily armored pants. Green shield, no. Combine. And use my lovely auto sort ability. Now, we do have 6 scrap. So now that we're back, let's go tell the water guy The guy that's trying to fix the water pump in the town.
Get the scrap?
I have the scrap.
Perfect. I'll get the wind pump up and running in no time. Devil's Crossing will have safe drinking water again, and it's all thanks to you. First class is on me.
Glad I could help.
Well, good news is, I got the water pumping.
300 iron.
The problem is, it smells like a sewer. We're about a tenfold worse. I haven't smelled something this rotten since I've cleared out a den of slith ages ago. They're loathsome reptiles, make their homes in swamps and dank caves.
Alright.
Secrete a nasty poison into the water. This key will open the cellar in the shack behind me. Right by
So he
that
said there's some creatures called slith that are poisoning the water supply. So I gotta go down there and take them out.
cave. Find the slith matriarch.
Alright, I'll take care of it. Now, first thing I'm gonna do, in case I have to make another town portal later and it overrides my original one, is I'm gonna go back here to where I was and pick up the rest of that loot that was on the ground. Hey, Valdo. Good to see you again, man. Hope you had a good day. Since last we parted ways. Alright, so he gave me a key to go over here. Valdo, since our tragic demise and our second hardcore playthrough yesterday of Divinity, rest in peace, Fane and Mukluk, 2018, we will not forget. We have installed Grim Dawn, an action RPG that is very dear to me, holds a special place in my heart. Oh, one of my skeletons is a mage now. He's dropping some meteors. That's interesting. So a little less talking than Divinity, a little more fighting. But still a healthy mix of both. Alright, what is going on? Some of the undead are over here fighting animals. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna resummon my guys. Oh, looks like I got the same badge. Oh, what is that fella? Got some kind of heavily armored tank skeleton that time. Seems to be there's like 3 or 4 skeletons it'll choose from, and then it just like randomizes between them when whenever I summon. So we've seen normal skelly, tank skelly, mage skelly, and archer skelly. But my unincreased auto attack damage is starting to become crappy compared to my spells, which I poured points into. Never forget Mom Spaghetti. Alright, we leveled up. Let's finish maxing out the skeleton spell. So, 3 archers, that might be my favorite. So, I can pour points into these talents, or I can spend points here, which moves the bar to the right, which every point in this increases all my stats, and it unlocks more things. So Bone Harvest, Spectral Binding. I think I want to get straight to Undead Legion, which gives me more skeletons, so I'm going to rush towards that. Alright, archers move up. Once again, I love that I can order them to move to certain locations in this game. Alright. Gotta start upgrading Dim AAS soon? Went over my head, Salad Man. Oh, auto attacks. I was like, is he trying to say upgrade that ass? And he just misspelled it? That was literally the first thing I thought. I was like, maybe he was trying to dodge the naughty word filter. I don't know. Derp. What do you... Oh, they're trying to auto-attack the spiders. Oh, there's spiders. That means this is a game I can't recommend to my coworker. Got a buddy at work. Awesome guy. He has similar taste in games to me. But he has arachnophobia. And try to name a fantasy RPG game with a world of swords and magic that doesn't have giant spiders as one of the creatures. It's actually very difficult. Alright, level 9. So next level, I think we get to pick our second class, which will be a cultist. Even Minecraft has spiders? Dude, there's like, you guys may remember in Divinity, I had that Necromancer spell that summoned the Bone Widow, which is spider-shaped, but it's like made out of human bones. Like, it even had like human skeletal hands on the end of it. And I was like, hey, I want to show you a picture and find out if this triggers your fear. And I described it to him before I even showed it to him. He's like, okay. And then I showed it to him, and he was like, bah! And then, like, immediately just spun 180 and walked away. And he's like, nope, 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 nope. And I'm like, but, and he's like, nope, 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 nope. Just, like, speed walked away. I was like, all right. Chris, I'm not going to do that to him. I'll tell you later privately, but I ain't going to do that to him. Next time used to force me to guide her characters on follow mode whenever spiders or spider webs appeared. I used to play Guild Wars 2 with my wife. If anyone here has played that, or hasn't played it, I guess I should say, there was a system there called Vistas, or Vistas. I pronounced it the same way twice.
I can't carry it.
Alright, going to town to unload the bags. And the vistas were like jumping puzzles. Like, there wasn't combat to reach a vista. It was like jumping from certain spaces to another just right to get up to a really high location. And of course, if you fail, you fall. If you fail, you would fall, which might be the death of you. And I would always have to do mine and then walk over to her computer and do hers. She was not a fan of attempting those. Alright, we got some new armor here. Got some new van braces, gloves. Don't need the boots, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. That's a neat shield, but no. And this is an offhand, so if I switch to a one-hander, I want to have an offhand available. Look at that auto-sorting. I love it, I really do. Alright, let's head on back through. Did not abandon you. We just gotta stop playing. Since I was a good boy, occasionally I say it's okay, maybe open your eyes right in the middle of the spiders. I thought you were going somewhere dirty with that, but that turned out okay and better than I expected. That was a good boy, I got a reward. No, since I was a good boy, I would terrify the poor woman. Go archers. Boy, these aren't archers, these are snipers. These are fantastic. Legion came out, was that when we stopped? You played Legion too. You were a kitty cat. Have I tried Dauntless? I have not. I'm not even familiar with that at all. I'd have to pull up a YouTube video or something. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my. Poison Nova, blinky thing on the ground. Okay. Lots of stuff from that little mini-boss. Got another shrine here. It wants a crystal. We have that. So that gives us another devotion point. And as I said before, I'm going to start working on the Scorpion constellation, because I always like to start there. You can respec those later, so it doesn't hurt you to just make a quick decision. Don't think it could be so badly, come on. It's a new Monster Hunter game, it's so nice. I actually haven't played any of the Monster Hunter series. Is that also on computer, or is that console only? Alright, we finished clearing out the well. This should clear the water supply in town.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Alright. 77 armor. That's a big increase. Yeah. Work it. Work it. Alright. So we're starting to find weapons that have, like, cunning or spirit requirements higher than what I've got, because I've just poured everything into physique right now. I like being the tanky puppet master when I can. Scrap metal, blunderbuss. Silver amulet. Alright. Let's go tell Barnabas we cleared out the well.
Hey, look, clearing out those sliths.
I like how I'm talking to him with a gun pointed at his face.
I don't know how many more times I can say it'll melt your guts before they just rush me and take it.
I've taken care of it.
Once I pump out the remaining poison water, the spring should be clean enough for drinking.
It gets really repetitive according to close friends, but it's pretty cool until it does.
They'll be grateful if they can get a drink without dissolving their intestines. One more thing. Take one.
Oh, nice. One of the quest rewards here was a bag, so my inventory just got bigger. Got another section over here. Water's clean now. We got a star inside the prison, so let's go in there and see who needs to talk to old Muckluck.
Good, you're back. I've heard
to
good
recall
things
those,
from
how do
both
they get?
Kasparov and Barnabas. You're a real asset to this community.
See you, Valdo. Thanks for stopping by. First good thing. Thank you.
My scouts came
Oh,
back
so
with
he had a
a
quest to
big
just help
next
everyone, and
week
I just
here.
helped the last
They are
person.
heavily concentrated in Burwich Village to the north,
Uh-huh.
past the swamps of Whitemire.
Uh-huh.
There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating.
How can I
You've
help?
proven yourself quite resourceful thus far.
Yeah, aren't you glad you
Your
didn't hang me?
ability to secure rift gates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity
Oh,
around Burwich,
I didn't pick up on that bit of the lore.
if you can capture it.
So
that
the
gives us some
waypoints I
foothold.
find, like no other human can actually secure those for other humans to use, except me because I've got the mojo.
Follow the road north through Whitemire. Though in the current state of things, you'll likely have to leave the road behind well before you reach the village. Keep pressing north, and you will eventually reach the outskirts of Burwich. It's surrounded by a palisade wall, so you will have to find a way inside. Once you've secured the rift gate, return to
This sounds like suicide. Find someone else. I'm not even sure if you could progress the story if you just shut this guy down, but yeah, I'll do it. Oh, this is your reputation vendor. As you gain rep with these people, he has different things he'll sell you. Similar to World of Warcraft fashion. One thing that's kind of interesting in this game, let me find the... Oh, here we go. Here's factions. So you got reputations like the town. As you reach certain points, you get discounts, quests show up, certain items become for sale. You've also got enemy reputations, which start at, you know, they hate you, but as you murder them, they hate you more and more and more. And, like, they start, like, sending stronger things at you, so the enemies get tougher, and you get more loot for killing them. So there's reverse reputation bars that you're just cranking into the negative. You know, when I think of a game that was fun for a while and that just became insanely repetitive and I just stopped playing it, I think of, hold on, pause the game for a quick second. What was it called? Gosh, my Steam list is too long. Shadow of Mordor. That was it. Shadow of Mordor. I beat Shadow of Mordor pretty quick, and, you know, there was all this open world and quests and stuff like that, but I felt like I was doing just the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And so after I beat the main story, I hardly touched it again. You know, I have a coworker that plays RuneScape, and I had heard of it but never seen it before he showed it to me. And I told him, I said, hey, I saw a thing online that was like, RuneScape's coming to mobile. And he's like, oh, crap. And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm going to be playing that when I poop now. So anytime he goes to the bathroom for too long at work, we're like, you better not be chopping down trees in the forest in there. Oh. There's a gun under that rock. Oh. Alright, starting to find some snake men. I'm really digging the archer skeletons. They might be my favorite flavor of skeletons so far. Look at this. I just gotta stay alive. And they are much stronger than my opponents at present. Literally, oh crap. Ooh, got a shiny chest here. A lot of iron in it. Some plated gauntlets. Infantry van braces. I'd have to buy all the armor and defenses till I get max level, but now I can barely buy the next 2 divisions. It should show my minions' hit points? It's probably in here. Display damage. Show enemy level. That it might be at the options of the main menu. It's okay though. I can mess with that when we're done our stream. We're starting the next stream. All right, another crack lodestone. Let's combine all the little things we found so far to save space. Oh, get the archers up here. More scrap. Nom 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 nom. Ooh. Ooh, that thing took like 6 shots to kill. They are getting stronger. So like I said earlier, I don't like leaving sections of the map uncleared in this game, because this game makes it very worth it for you to clear them all. So that's why I'm going back down this stretch right here. Oh, little sort of secret area here. Blast this wall open. Ooh. Lots of goodies. It should show your menu, whether what's Lurk Force, your partners, or something. Lurk Force, so I started streaming just over a month ago, and, you know, obviously I'm a new streamer. At first I had, like, no viewers. So I was trying to do networking as best I could. I joined, like, 6 different Discord groups where, you know, you basically say, like, when you're going online, and I believe you said that you saw me on one of them. So I'm basically posting, I'm going online on, like, 6 different groups, as well as Facebook and Twitter, trying my best to grow an audience. Lurk Force is one of those groups. One thing that they do is when a member of Lurk Force is offline, they try to join the stream of someone that is online, even if, you know, they're not at their computer. They just kind of leave it there and they're lurking. So essentially that person gains a couple of viewers that it's not actually helping their audience, but because they've got more people viewing, it moves them up the Twitch page. Like if you go to the Twitch page for Grim Dawn right now, I don't even know how many viewers I have right now. 6. So, you know, if the top person has 7, then the next person has 6. I'd be the second one to display. So, Lurk Force helps inflate those numbers a little bit and makes it to where there's a higher chance that other people might click on your stream. So, they themselves aren't getting you more attention or more money, but it can lead to a snowball effect. So, it's just a group of people that when their computer isn't doing anything else, they try to help one another. Also, the times a day they do this are usually when I'm at work, so I can't take advantage of this. They also occasionally will take all the lurkers that are online and do a raid, and they just dump like 50 to 100 people into one guy's stream and make his day. So that happens sometimes too. I'm usually unavailable at those times though, but it is something else they do. Getting some intense guitar music picking up here. Oh, these things are coming out of the ground. Ooh, dodge that. Slith necklace. That's purple color, which we've not seen a lot of yet other than quest items. Whoa, mosquitoes. Those remind me of the swarms in D2. Here I am downloading porn. Welcome to the stream, Erzad. Now that we are taking a break from Divinity 2, we're talking about pornography. Oh. Pet's glitched out there for a second, or I gave a bad order. Tonica Mending? Do some Spanish voice acting? Give me something in Spanish to say. I mean, the only Spanish I know is like, no comprende, la cucaracha, taco burrito fajito. Fajita, I can't even say that word right. Fajito, the new manly fajita, only at Taco Bell. Alright, see, this is what we've cleared so far from town. Male vegetables. Alright, Salad Man, thanks for stopping by. I stream most days at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, almost every day. So, hope to see you again, man. I enjoyed your company. Bakamoto, I was about to read it out loud till I saw you the words "don't read it out loud." Are you teaching me naughty words again? Alright, that's a dead end. Come down here. The game pauses when I have to lean over to type an emote. Alright, what's up with these guys? Please stay your weapons, stranger. We're no outlaws. We were captured and put to work here in the mine. Oh, I'm in a mine. I hope you're here to set us free. Your slaves here? So it would seem, and nothing is worse to a rover than being confined. We're part of a rover band that set up a camp in a secluded part of the Whitemire, hoping to avoid trouble, but trouble found us anyway. These rovers sound like gypsies. They captured 4 of us, but young Larkin and 2 other men who were already here died from overwork. They just left their bodies down here with us. Rovers follow the path of peace, but I can't help thinking the world is a better place since you sent those outlaws to their judgment. I can open a portal. A rift gate? Curious. I thank you for your kind offer, but we should return to our people in the swamps. That is my path. Okay. Whoa! Plus reputation. We will spread word of your deeds. Should you ever find yourself in the company of the Rovers, you will find a place beside our fire. Cool. Alright, well, I guess the Rovers like me more a little bit now. So I'm in a mine shaft. Whoa. Alright, so I'm going to move the skeletons forward a little bit. What kind of character creation does this have? Okay, so in this game, at the creation, all you choose is male or female. That's it. After 1 level up, your first level, you're just auto-attacking with a sword. At your 1 level up, you choose a class. Oh, perfect. You choose Soldier, Demolitionist, Occultist, Nightblade, Arcanist, Shaman, Inquisitor, Necromancer. So you pick one of those, and then you have access to their talent trees right here. At level 10, you can, if you wish, pick a second class. And then every time you level up, you can spend your points in one or the other. You can make a hybrid. So because of that, instead of 8 classes, you kind of got like 30 or 40 options. So that's part of it. The other thing is that you've got this giant tree. And anytime you cleanse a shrine, you get a point to put on these things that look like constellations. When you complete a constellation, you get an ability. Using this example, Scorpion Sting, 25% chance on attack, you explode poison all around you. But you would take this and attach it to one of your other skills. So if I attached it to Summon Skeleton, my Summon Skeletons would have a 25% chance on attack to blow up with poison. So essentially, these are all improvements or modifiers to your existing skills. So the character, like the originality and the customization is very, very high. The game has a lot of replayability, and the maps do change also, similar to Diablo. Okay, our inventory is full, so let's go to town real quick. Alright, go over here, and sell all this stuff. I may be getting to the point where I'm going to... yeah, these just sell for 1. I think I'm going to stop picking up non-magical items because I think I've outgrown them. Oh, that's an upgrade. New gun, y'all. Okay, that's a downgrade. That's an upgrade. New gloves. Not going to be getting points of cunning, so I'll toss that. Voodoo doll! Increases energy reach by 44%. Nah, I don't really need that. Alright, let's move this stuff over to the main bag. And let's see what this lore says. Dirt-covered note. Got ourselves a bunch of them idiot rovers wandering in our hideout the other night. They were unarmed, as they often are. Of course, they tried to run when we jumped them, but the little good that did them. Now we have ourselves a few slaves digging in the mine. We can't eat coal, though, and our food supplies are starting to run out. The rovers barely had a few scraps between them. With the Burwitch Bridge destroyed, we're stuck in this swamp. I'm beginning to wonder if perhaps we made a mistake by not following Cronley's gang to the west. There may not be much pickings in the wilderness on that side of Devil's Crossing, but at least they had numbers. Could probably hunt down a decent-sized boar between the lot of them. Out here, we got nothing but Slith and the dead. Alright, so that was like a diary entry from one of the guys that were holding mine prisoners that I took out. Oh yeah, so going back to, I picked the Necromancer as my first class. My second class, I said earlier, I was going to get the Occultist. So, going to get here now, and I plan to get up to Summon Hellhound. That's basically a demon dog, it's another pet. But for now, let's finish what I was doing with skeletons. The Undead Legion talent here, which I just unlocked, essentially gives me more skeletons. So I'm going to cap that out and then probably start working on Occultist. So now each summon summons 3, but I can have up to 5. So when it cools down, I can summon 2 more. That's where we were. There we go. 5 little friends now. What do we got? 1 mage, 3 archers, and 1 really tanky looking fella. Looks like the mage is dropping. It's the one that drops meteors. So he's slower killing than the archers, but I assume he does area of effect damage. Combat pants! Ooh, those archers didn't let the mage do anything that time. Oh, the Rift Gate is releasing ethereals. Oh, I'm getting hit by something. Back up a little bit, Mug. So I have to take out enough of these things to secure this portal for the townspeople. And now we've got it. So we're now in the Whitemire.
You travel a dangerous path, stranger. This solitary refuge is one of the few safe places left in the Whitemire. If you plan to set out on the road again, perhaps there's a way we could help one another.
What might that be?
The Slith are unnatural creatures that poison the land itself. It seems only fitting we should turn some of their vile magic against them. Their shamans carry bone necklaces, primitive things, but they carry primal power within them. I can weave this power into something more potent for you. Bring me a few of these necklaces and 100 iron bits to aid us in return, and I will fashion you a magical ring. What say you?
I say you have a deal. So, how many of these do I need? I need 3, I have 2 already. Oh, we got a merchant here. So let's sell some stuff, save a town trip later. I just realized, on sheer, like, muscle memory, I went to turn the camera like I do in Divinity, and I don't even think this game had camera turning the last time I played it, so this is kinda new. Kill times 10 boars. This isn't World of Warcraft, sir. This is Grim Dawn. You're talking WoW questing. I'm sure I'll be killing 10 Azerothian boars when in August. Alright, we just got the last one. The last necklace, so we're gonna run back here. I can switch to this axe thing. That might be fun. We'll try that out for a little while. Do you have the necklaces? Will these suffice? Oh! I resummoned my skeletons. I didn't mean to do that. Once again, I'm hitting divinity buttons.
Oh yes, there's a raw power in these bones. My deft old hands will weave it into something more potent yet. I have the finished ring for you shortly.
Okay. 250 reputation. Slith Primal Ring, plus 10% damage to Beastkin, or energy regen. Okay. Well, it's good for a while. Neato. Oh, you know what? We can drop this stuff. Ooh, blue boots. Molten Walkers. Plus 2 to Blackwater Cocktail. I'm pretty sure that's a demolitionist skill. Like, I think it's literally like a Molotov cocktail he throws. Still sounds like a fetch quest. It kinda was. Alright, unfortunately, I think by resummoning the skeletons, I traded in my archers. Let me do that again. Alright, I got 2 archers, 1 mage, and 2 warriors now, it looks like. Alright. I've got some kind of marker over here. What is this? Okay. Got a cave here. Let's see. I'm gonna keep trying to resummon until I get like a large number of archers, because right now those are my favorite with how their AIs have performed for me so far. See, like the archers killed like 3 guys there before the mage attack landed. I think the mage would just be better when there's hordes and hordes of enemies. Elixir of Spirit. Health went down a little bit. Used some of my nutrition to get it back up. So we're in some kind of cavern now. Oh, I'm bleeding. Wow, I had like 4 debuffs there. I didn't have time to read the specifics of them, but... a lot of dead bodies here to loot. it may be a little cheesy and, you know, an overused story mechanic, but I love these games that start off where it's like, oh gosh, the undead are coming back, and you just mow through them. Like, you know, Act 1 of Diablo 3, Act 1 of this game, just, I enjoy it. It's like the wide brim Van Helsing hat. Let's see. No. Okay. Wait, what was this thing? Claw fetish of meditation. Oh! Salt bag? Oh, I guess I had a bag of salt on my neck as like a starting item. Alright. Oh, a shrine? Okay, so the guy, Valdo, no, not Valdo, wrong viewer. Urzad, these shrines here, when you cleanse them, that's what gives you these devotion points here. Sometimes it involves sacrificing an item, but these desecrated ones involve a fight for your life. You win, you get the point. So that one was really easy for how my build currently is. And then if I go to the tree here, I can spend another point. So I've got 2 of the stars on the Scorpion, and I need 4 or 5 to get the ability from it, which is when skeletons start dropping poison all over the place. Yeah. Dude, that's in one of my highlight videos from Divinity, is the guy in Act 2 who's like hiding in a fish barrel, and he's like, the Magisters are trying to get me and kill me. They think I killed Magisters. I didn't kill anybody. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then to like get him out of town, if you get caught running, you have to then fight for your life and kill a bunch of Magisters. Get to appreciate that irony. Alright, so those 2 caves are connected. Oh, quick question for you guys, because I've been trying to get the little mini-game working. Has anyone here seen a treasure chest appear in chat? They're supposed to appear every 10 minutes, and they don't stay long, and if you click on it in time, it gives you some loyalty points. But I've not yet gotten a confirmation from anybody that they've actually seen one. So I'm very interested to know if anyone sees one. Because then I can stop tampering with settings. Oh, and Chris, if you're listening, are you and you can Facebook message me if you want. Are you still due out on the 10th? We were discussing that today at work. Clearly not Nolanox. That is beneath him. Dude, straight up, Nolan, I did not even know there was a Twitch app until after I started streaming a month ago. One of my friends was following me just as a favor, was one of my first dozen or so, and they were wrestling with their phone trying to do it. And they're like, "Where's the setting?" I'm like, "It's right." And then I realized he wasn't on the webpage on the phone, and it took both of us a few minutes to find it because he hadn't used the app in a while, and I had never seen the app. Chris, once you find a timeout, like if you think you're going to be there midday or late in the day or something, let me know, because I may need to take off work to give you a hand. Oh, put the babies in the trunk and strap the cats to the roof. They'll get there. Oh, scrap. Good. Oh, got some goodies here. It's like a sewage line busted there. So that means this, judging by that drain, this place has plumbing or something. Oh! Take it out, take it out, take it out. Ether crystals are dangerous. Milton Hart. We had a quest for this guy. Drop him. Oh, that lady in town's gonna be sad. This is her brother.
I'm afraid I may have to break a promise. I'm not about to give up yet, but things aren't looking good outside. I was lucky to survive the first night when I volunteered to distract the rotten walkers while Bourbon and his group, including little sister Sybil, made their way through to Devil's Crossing. I believe in Bourbon. If anyone can get those people through, it's him. Before they left, I looked Bourbon in his eye, and I told him to keep her safe. His eye, he has one eye. He put his arm on my shoulder and spoke in that calm, reassuring tone of his. He told me that he would do everything he can. Dude, this sounds like Bourbon Senpai noticed me. But I had to promise him something too, that I would do my damn best to get out of this alive. Well, I've sure got myself into a fine fix. I've diverted them walkers alright, but now I'm all hemmed in. I've been hiding in a group of old dilapidated shacks and keep changing position whenever the dead get too close. Can't find a way forward though, and I'm running out of daylight. The walkers seem stupid generally, but I think they dug out the riverbanks last night, allowing water to wash the road out. It's almost as if something is directing them. I'm not done yet, and I have no intention of dying in this rotting shack. I'm going to try to break free, and I'll go out fighting if I have to. If worse comes to worse and you find this note on my corpse, please let Sybil know what's come to pass and tell her to be brave.
Yeah, you got 8, buddy, because I just killed your zombie self. Actually, I'm putting the cats in the trunk and kids in the car with my wife, and I'm driving behind her in the Penske listening to Dresden Files. Nolanox, this game is Grim Dawn. Last night I died in my second hardcore playthrough of Divinity 2. We got hit by lava. Who knew that was deadly? Literally, the place flooded with lava. I didn't know that trap existed in the game. My jaw was hanging open for a while. So, because I've played almost the whole game 2 times very recently, I wanted to mix it up a bit. This Grim Dawn is an action RPG, similar to Diablo 3, but the character development is much, much more developed. So I wanted to try streaming this and see if people liked it. So there's a bit less talking and such than Divinity, but much faster action than Divinity because it's not turn-based. It's okay. Dude, I was so excited first. I found this thing, and it was called an Imp's Pocket Dimension. And it was all these puzzles and gauntlets and stuff like that, and I'm going through it, and honestly, it was a really annoying place. You move at half speed in there. It was really annoying. It's in the video from yesterday if you wish to see it. And I find this lever, and it's called, and there's no label on it, and I pull it, and it said like flush, purge or flush activated or something like that. And this death fog just billows through the whole map. And Fane was back at the beginning of the map standing on a weight tile, and Muck was way deep in the map, and it hit both of them, but it was death fog. I was like, oh man, I'm glad I have an undead party, or I'd be super pissed off right now. And then Fane dies, and I'm like, what the? And then before I can process what happened, Muck dies, and there was lava flowing. It's like camera down. There was death fog, and lava was flowing under the death fog. And lava is a one-hit kill for all characters. So all my characters died. They all resurrected because of their idols of reincarnation, and then they all just died a second time, and it said game over. And I was just stunned. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, I can't believe they would put this into the game. There's never been anything so glaringly FU before that moment. break the wall here. Nice, level 13. Alright, let's level up Skeleton Legion, which gives us a maximum of 7 skeletons. It'll take 3 summons to get there. Yeah. I actually Googled that pocket dimension after I saw it, and apparently you're not supposed to hit the flush switch at all. I had no idea doing that. After the flush switch, there's another one, and it starts a timer, and you have like one in-combat turn to get to this other switch, and then if you like after that one turn, Death Fog that also kills undead pours through the map and kills everybody. So basically the whole map is filled with kill your entire party, but at the end of it there's a ton of really good loot. And it's something that if I ever do honor mode again, I'm not going to do that zone at all. Or if it'll let you, I'll leave one character completely outside the pocket dimension. Yeah, dude, I had like 66 constitution or whatever, and on non-lone wolf, max stat is 40. So my health was like through the roof, but lava's just like character deletion. Whoa. Bloodsworn cultists fighting for their life against the zombies. Alright. Oh. We got a named guy. He's breathing fire.
I can't carry my inventory.
Okay. Calm down. Oops. Pop over to town. Oh, apparently we finished this guy's quest. There's a fire in your eyes and blood on your clothes. Did you put those tainted men down? How did it feel? I didn't feel much of anything. Then you and I have something in common. After those things took my Annabelle from me, I don't feel much of anything either. Take your coin. It's basically a repeat quest. Kill more zombies and he gives you more iron. He's basically racist against zombies. Put them all down. Oh, that's an upgrade. New spiky shoulder pads. Oh, here's the stat we're looking for. Look at the last line of this ring. Bonus to all pets. 9% increased damage. So we're going to put that on. Eventually we want a whole set of gear that does something like that. Spiky hat. New armor. New weapon. So should probably switch to a shield soon. I'm just not feeling the need yet. Level 14 to use those boots I found. Wait a minute. Is there a buy? Yeah, there is a buyback option. Okay, no. I thought that had a stat that it did not have, and I was corrected. Got some daggers. Oh, 12% to all pet damage. Nom. So that's total of 21% more pet damage than what we had earlier. Heart's amulet. Oh, we got to return that to his sister. Don't need that. Don't need that. Nice though. All right. Oh. I accidentally threw something on the ground. Alright, let's go tell his sister that he was a zombie and we smashed his head open. It's a good thing you didn't spend hours really dedicated to those characters or anything like that. It happens, man. I enjoy the slight thrill of hardcore stuff. This game has a hardcore mode, but I'm just coming back to this game after a very long hiatus, so I didn't want to just jump right into that. You've returned! I see you carry my brother's amulet. Is it as I feared? He was one of the dead. This is a lot to take in. Milton, I'm sorry, brother. Thank you, stranger. At least I can live knowing my brother's free of all this misery. The amulet was enchanted to keep my brother strong. I think you could use it more than me. Here, may it bring you luck. But she gave me a ring. Sister's Amulet of Life Giving. 5% health and health regen per second. Yeah, we'll use that for a bit. Okay. Alright, we got a lot of combined reagents here. Can I get the Slam skill? Lightning Nova. A lot of these are Poison Bomb, Fire Blast, Impaling Weapons. Oh! This ability, empower your attacks, also a bonus to all pets. Can be put in a weapon, shield, or caster offhand. Okay. So... Actually, wait. If this is a one-time use component, I don't want to use it on this weapon. I want to use it on something I'll be using a lot longer. This weapon will be very easily replaced. So we'll get that a little bit later. No comment. Okay. Looks like we finished that area. Whoa! Whoa! They're coming out of the ground! Oh my. This carnage looks recent. Uprooted stump. Looks like Link has been here storing some stuff. Really, really liking these skeleton snipers. They probably have really low health pools to make up for their offensive power, but I haven't yet encountered it. Wow, my life is draining. I was bleeding or poisoned or something. But I haven't yet encountered a creature that just AoE'd my back line, which would have taken them out. Alright, come up the hill. Nice, nice. Skull fetish. Another little nice slice, start to say slice of life, quality of life item in this game I really enjoy is it automatically picks up currency and potions just by walking over them. You don't have to do anything. Okay, little possessed armadillo things. More slith in here. Oh wow, this big skeleton warrior has like an aura of damage around him. It's not as strong as the archers, but that's pretty cool. Ooh, little mini boss. Does an ice nova apparently. Ow. Ah, we lost 2 mans. Resummon. Alright, what do we get? A shotgun. Interesting. Alright, that goes full circle back to the way we came in. Oh, almost missed clicking on this stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, Alright, there's another exit to the cave. I'm going to just step out of the cave and back in just to get on the map where this entrance is. Okay, that's where it's at. Let's go back in and finish mapping out that cave. Purge this area of Evo. Oh, focus damage on the matriarch. Alright, she's down. One bag's full. Gonna have to deal with that soon. A rotting corpse. He had a magic knife. Okay. We'll exit the cave at that second entrance that we found. Ancient Heart. Continues to beat within your bag with an eerily steady rhythm. Ooh. Got 2 of those warrior. Dude, I have 4 archers, 2 of those super tanky warriors, and 1 crap skeleton. This might be the best batch I've gotten so far. What is this? It's in blue text. Okay. So far, so it's like yellow, then green, then blue, it looks like so far. Level up! Oh, there's a prisoner over here. Hey dude, what's up?
Thank goodness you came! Those Slith, they attacked my caravan and killed all my guards. I think the only reason they left me alive was so they could have me fresh later, those bastards. I'm from Devil's Crossing, I can help you get back. Don't kid yourself, look at this blood. I'm not going to be able to walk out of here. I appreciate the thought, but it might be better to just end it quick.
Oh, wow, dude, you're a negative Nancy, aren't you? You probably won't like this, but I can open a rift for you.
Last thing I want is my legs to stay on this side while the rest of me goes back. Oh, you're not giving me any alternatives, are you?
Just shove him through. Hope your legs make it to the other side. Game is looking like a loot simulator and AI versus AI. I'm doing a lot of the control for these guys. The pet attack is my right click. So, I mean, see this? I'm the one moving them around. Now, they will fire to defend me with things that get close, but I do have more control over them in this game than, like, the skeletons in D2 or something like that. It's actually great, because sometimes, like, they'll just keep shooting a rock because something's behind the rock, but I can move them to position them to a better angle, and then they'll auto-fire at nearby targets. So, now, I will not, for a second, be like, I use just as many mouse clicks as someone who plays the warrior. No, I don't. But you know what? I love Conjuration. That is my jam. That is Muckluck. There are some people out there that play like pet class characters, and they're like, my class is just as tough as yours. It's probably not. But I really enjoy it. Yeah, I gotcha. Now, as soon as you get your first pet talent in the game, you get the pet control button, which is like this, what you see me doing right now. It's like right now, like I've had times where the archers will be standing here and just shooting the wall stupidly, and I'll just have them run around and get in the guy's face. But they do auto-fire at nearby things. Like right there, I sent them right up close to those guys, then they auto-fired at the guys. So kind of like playing a puppet master. this little area is cleared out. So we're going to go back up here to the north. Yeah, and I haven't even touched a cultist yet. I've just been getting necromancers capped out. Oh. Alright, we got Undead Legion maxed out. So now, let's see. Unleash a ghostly whale that reduces stat. Okay, I don't care. Force your opponents to use of their essence. Toggle. So this is just a buff. Don't really need that. Bone Harvest. Force bones of long forgotten to burst forth from the earth like jagged spines and impale unwary foes. Drain essence, reaping spike, blight fiend. That's 5 more points. I think I'm going to put a point in occultist. I'll just put 1 point in familiar for now, so it'll be pretty weak, but it'll be another friend. And then we'll work toward getting summon Hellhound. So here's the familiar, little bird. And we'll set him to aggressive mode, so he auto-attacks things nearby him. And then I can control him with the same button now. The bridge is down! Now, I could spend a lot of money repairing the bridge, which allows you to skip this dungeon, but I'd rather do the dungeon. Oh, waypoint in here. Alright, looks like max skeleton count is 8 now, with maximum number in that stat. I think we've only got 1 or 2 archers, so I'll resummon them a few more times. Oh! Everybody focus on the star. Nice. Ah! What is killing me? Okay, there was some kind of curse going off there where the guy died. Whoa, spiders from the ceiling. Hello. I got 3 archers, 3 mages, and a tank now. Ah! Fight for your life! Oh, there's like rat people down here. Reminds me of the Pathfinder game we played where you had that snobby bird and psychotic warrior wielding chick. Snobby... Oh! The Eidolon. Eve. Yeah. Her character was named Eve. I remember that. Oh, had a little bit of lag there. Do you have to save this? No, this game auto saves like constantly, so don't have to hit the save button. Get paranoid when it lags out like that. Okay. Detonation site. So if I had dynamite, I could blow this open and reach other sections of the dungeon, but I don't have it. Don't have dynamite yet. I don't think you can find it this early in the game. snobby bird. Sir Peckinsworth Esquire was not a snobby bird. Magic knife, polished emerald. More rat dudes. Ah! Is that boulder above or below? It's below. I can go over this. You've reached the despised status with Beast. Now they hate me more. Oh, inventory is full. We haven't done it in a while. The last 2 times we were going to do it, oh, hang on. Oh, this was the guy I made the portal for.
Thanks for saving me back there. Turns out not all the rifts mean bad business. I've gone ahead and set up a shop. Let me know if you need anything.
There was one night that we were about to, Chris, and the power went out for the whole building. I had even like told Stream that I wasn't going to be here that night, and then we all went home, and I was like, well, I guess I am. And then the next time we went to do it, I ended up getting really sick, and I was supposed to run it, so we had to postpone. And that was months ago. Oh. A new hammer that shoots fireballs. Fireball. It's a Clash of Clans reference. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, back to Fun Bus to fuck up. Buy that back. Alright. We found a offhand item that gives pet stats, so we're going to use that. And we can now use these. Wow, those are pretty. Molten walkers. Okay. Alright, let's put all the little reagents over here. And compile the inventory. Alright. You need to... Hey, level 15. Let's put everything into that. Raw stats for this level. These molten walkers are cool. They're actually leaving a fire trail. Aptly named item. Alright, nothing over there. Head up this way. Shrine. I stop for shrines. Nice, that gives us another devotion point. Number 3 on the Scorpion constellation. Oh, boss. Focus damage. Ancient Shambler. He got flattened. You seem to leveling hella quick. How long is this game? It's quite long. It's so here's the world map. This is Act 1 right here. You could say that Act 1 is going to the right here and ends when you hit right here. And then you get stopped there, and then you start over here, and maybe Act 2 is going over this way, and it goes over here, and then there's like another town, and it goes over here, then there's another town, and it goes up here, and then you go to hell, and then it goes over here, and then you end up coming back over here where you got stopped, and you go through the Gloomwald, and you do this stuff, and then the expansion content kicks in, and you go on a boat, and you go over here, and then there's some more stuff up here I forgot about. I don't know where that is, but it's fairly long, and it has that kind of mode where, like, if you beat it, you can restart the game and all the monsters scale up to the level you are. Like, New Game Plus mode is what a lot of people call it. So you get a lot of time out of it. Over the course of the time that I've played this game since I bought it when it was still in beta, I've got like 300 hours in it. Oh, we got some lore in a dead caravan.
Berwich Recon Report. I pray one of us makes it through this nightmare to deliver this report. The lives of those hiding in Devil's Crossing may depend on it. As instructed, my team has braved the wilderness of Whitemire and has made it to the outskirts of Berwich. The situation there is worse than we feared. We've encountered no survivors. The ethereal takeover of the region is complete. What we found baffling, however, is the heavy concentration of enemy activity within Berwich itself. In our previous encounters with the ethereals, they seemed unfocused, spread out across the wilderness in no predictable pattern, but this seems almost deliberate, as if they were swayed to keep watch over something important. I regret to report that without a larger force at our disposal, even breaching the city walls would incur heavy casualties and thin our already struggling ranks. While I understand completely that our situation is dire and we are desperate for a new source of supplies and food, I cannot recommend a direct engagement with enemy force at Berwich. It is a suicide mission. We need to be prepared for the eventuality that the enemy gathered at Berwich will mobilize upon Devil's Crossing. Should it come to that, we must be prepared to flee once more. Scout Thauna. Prepared to flee, not even fight. They don't even think that's an option.
Oh, hello, traveler.
There's no voice acting for this. If you find yourself going by these parts, I was wondering if you'd help us locate someone. I'm a bit tied up with the forge here. Someone disappeared? When Master Angrim left our camp earlier today, he's intent on finding a group of survivors that he considers worthy of our smithing talents. We don't exactly see eye to eye on the matter of who should be helping. Angrim wants to field an army and take the fight to the ethereals. I'd rather save as many as I can, whether they can fight or not. I want to help these people, but without my master's forging hammer, the sacred Malium Menhir, I won't be able to make anything worth a damn. A blacksmith? We could use you. If you get Malium Menhir back, I will gladly join you in Devil's Crossing after I use it to help out here. Please seek out my master and get Malium Menhir back. I saw him heading out to the northeast. He couldn't have gone far. I'll look for him. What do you think, folks? Should I get the blacksmith that only wants to field an army, or the blacksmith that wants to save all the innocent peoples? I'm just leveling at a decent speed at this point, but it's a long game. It's not short. And it has like New Game Plus mode where, you know, you can start back over at the beginning, and the lowest level mobs are the level you currently are when you restarted, and then you play through it over and over. These aren't zombies. What am I fighting right now? Bloodsworn. Oh, these are those weird cultist guys.
Berserker's Cowl. Iron door locked. Berserk skill. Lash out with increased ferocity at the cost of survivability. Doubt I'll ever actually use Berserk with my build right now, but the helmet itself is a big upgrade. Alright, so if I find a key, maybe it'll open that door. Wall we can break through. Another wall. Spiders. Lost a little bit of health there. What is... It's not Q. The R? I'll have to check on what that hotkey is later. Yeah, it's R. Okay. Haven't found any survivors in a while. I feel like we're due to find another person. Ha! Speak of the devil.
Now, stranger.
Oh, it's Angrim. I'm here for the Mally of Men here. What do you know about that? Duncan needs it to help the refugees. He's a talented boy, that one. The way he weaves magical properties into his craft astounds even me sometimes. I prefer a finely honed blade and a solid shield to that nonsense. Dude, he can do magic smithing? Now I even more want the other guy. Duncan was my finest apprentice, but he still needs to learn trusted priorities. Those people he's trying to help can't even help themselves. Our knowledge is a rare gift. I cannot squander it on those that refuse to fight for Cairn. I want the magic smith. It's time the hammer was passed on.
It is true, Duncan brings a fresh approach to the forge with his arcane weapons, and he goes about his work with unrivaled energy, but he still lacks the experience to make weapons for real soldiers and masters of the blade. I cannot have the power of Malian men here wasting away when we are at war. I will see that his work benefits humanity. You'd put him to work, eh? You certainly do seem like the capable sort, he sighs. Very well, Duncan will inherit the Malian men here. Take it to him, let him do his charity work. But after that, thank you. He and I will do great things. Alright. So... was Duncan near a portal? I think he might have been near a portal. Let's try this one. Yeah, he was. Excellent. Hey, Duncan. You're back. Do you have the Malian men here? I persuaded Angram to part with it. Here you go. I'm impressed. He's a tough man to convince of anything, but I'm glad it did not come to blows. Thank you. I will do much good with this. So will you join us? Yes, but first I must complete my work here. Now that I have my master's forging hammer, I will be able to provide these people with quality equipment. I will see you in Devil's Crossing when I'm finished, I promise. Alright. We will soon have a blacksmith. Break that wall down, come through here. Oh, they've barricaded the road there, can't go that way. Starting to find some monster armadillos or something. See, right there is an example of what happens when Mukluk botches the pet controls for a few seconds. They were just derping around not attacking while getting their faces caved in. Level 16. Let's see. Just max out occultist all stats. Glad to have you back, Salad. Got a few levels, got a few more bone men. I got an angsty bird. Music is kicking up. We got ourselves a blacksmith. 500, give or take 493. 1. If I can do math, 491. Focus damage, focus damage, focus damage. Woo! Almost got myself killed there. Just trying to burst that guy down. Strategy not required.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh boy. Alright, let's go sell those yellow weapons. They actually are really... One, I don't have a big music collection. I would need to set that up. Two, though, they are really cracking down on having music in your stream that is, sorry, the word is failing me right now. It's owned by somebody else, basically. Even copyrighted, thank you. Even Ninja, who is the top streamer on Twitch, he's like their golden child right now. He got a 24-hour ban the other day because he was blasting some music in the background that was copyrighted. And I really don't want to look up every song I think about
maybe wanting to play to see if it's copyrighted. So I instead just turned the in-game music up pretty loud to try and compensate for any quiet time. And hello, DJ Destruction, how you doing? Saw you playing, saw you simulating goats earlier. We have one viewer here who's trying to make me play that. Alright. Bags are empty. Speak to Duncan and Devil's Crossing is one of my quests. Let's run over here. There are non-copyrighted playlists on YouTube. I didn't know that. I haven't looked into it. I basically saw like that they were smashing down on that, and I was just like, scared. I'm not touching music. Glad you decided to join us. All right, we've got a blacksmith now. Nice. Oh, so we can make relics now. Mistborn Talisman. Do any of these relics affect pet stats? Because that's Mukluk's jam. Gunslinger. Oh, Hysteria does. Summon Crab Spirit. Bind the spirit of a swamp creature to serve you. It chills foes with icy attacks. Spirit Crab Pet. 7% to pet health and 7% to pet attack speed. Alright, keep an eye out for those ingredients, I guess. Is there any others? None of the tier 1 ones. Oh, +1 to all demolitionist skills. That's wild. Oh, wow. +1 to all necromancer skills, +7% to all pet offenses and armor. Wow. And it has a spell on it, too. Another, wow, yeah. But this requires making like 4 relics to make, so that's like a master crafted item or something. Craft-filled coffee. That freaking game. The goat game. Alright, get the loot here that I didn't have room for. Careful, you put his whole name out on the internet. Now he's gonna have the pedos chasing him. So, your kid is playing Goat Simulator? Dude, I've seen that on Steam open so many times, and I thought it was you, and I was just like, weird taste, but who am I to judge? Oh boy. Lots of guys here to dance around. Oh my gosh, so many weird eyeball things up here. Take out the crystal, focus the crystal. There we go. Ooh. Oh, shrine in here. Love it. Oh, take out that crystal before it kills me. Now see, right there, I accidentally ordered my guys to walk up to the crystal, which could have just killed all of them. That was a misclick. Alright, sacrifice 2 crystals to this one. And... yes! Alright, the Scorpion Constellation is complete. And I'm going to attach it to the Raise Skeleton spell. So now all skeletons have a chance to do a poison explosion when they attack by combining those skills. That's it right there. Those poison spikes bursting up. So every one of my 8 skeletons can emit poison explosions now when they attack. This is when I get to start combining skills and it gets really fun. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of things. I like you already, Salad Man. You have a lot of energy. Enemy hero killed. Alright. What? No, you're fine, man. There's a lot of people in here lurking. I love having anybody here that's chatting, making emotes, doing anything to let me know that they're alive. The lurkers also have a special place in my heart, but so do the talkers. Hey, maybe you can tell me, because I've asked a few times and no one's given me confirmation yet. There's this little game that's supposed to be going on the stream that makes like a treasure chest appear in chat every 10 minutes. I've yet to get confirmation that I've got it set up properly. Have you seen such a thing happen yet while you've been in here? Haven't seen that? Let's see. Nothing in chat now. Yeah, it's supposed to appear every 10 minutes and last for a few seconds. And like people that click on it get rewards. But I have not yet gotten any confirmation that I've set it up correctly, so. Oh, what is that? Focus damage, hit that thing. Alright, a lot of our shots are hitting the wall there. Come over here, guys. Whoa! There was two named fellas there. Didn't see him. Oh man, I bet this is gonna fill my inventory. This is a lot of stuff. Nope, not yet. I don't either, but I think it has to do with dopamine, like they get a little rush of the happy chemical in the brain whenever they try, so they just keep doing it over and over and over. But not everybody is wired for that to happen. Taban, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate you joining us this fine evening. Glad you're enjoying yourself enough to hit that button. Still pretty small time here, so every time someone hits that, puts a big smile on my face. Pretty good, Bakemono. Still running around with my angsty bird and my bony friends here. I'm gonna call them Fanes 1 through 8. Oh my, here's more reasons that my arachnophobic friend can't play this game. 2 spider bosses at once. Yo, Bakemono, now that I know that you're giving the hookup to, like, what was it, like 8 other streamers like myself, you spend like 3 hours here hanging out with me. I imagine if they do similar streams that you're like in a stream 24 hours a day. Which could be a wrong assumption entirely. That's just my mental image. Were you not planning on creating a Discord server? I haven't really put any thought into it. Do you think I should? I mean, building one up from, ground zero, I'm sure would take a lot longer than just meeting people in other ones. Hey, Taban. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Is this a game you're already familiar with, Taban, or is this your first time seeing it? Ooh, dodge the guns, dodge the guns. See, right here, these guys, most of their shots are getting stuck on those walls, so it's working out for me. You guys juggle between. Oh, gotcha. Make one at 100 followers. Serrated spike. Oh, we got a cave. That's weird. It's not showing the icon for a cave on the map. Let's see what this is. Discord would be for your community to chat with you while you stream, basically. I think it could help maybe when you get more mods to help it out. Just thought that don't take it too seriously. Okay. Oh, I'm having a flashback. So like I said, I played this game quite some time ago, but I haven't in a long time. And I remember this cave just has a boss in it, and he's way over leveled for the level that you meet him at. So, oh gosh, dude, I'm still trying to do your introduction. Calm down. Calm down. Come on, focus. Oh no! Focus damage. Oh, we're all stunned. Oh, see, okay, 6 skeletons just died. 7 just died. So he just flattened most of my pets. They did sizable damage to him. But he just laid a bunch of them out. Oh, summon some more, summon some more. Yeah, I can kite this guy to death, but this is the toughest guy we've seen so far. Yeah, he's level 23, I'm 17. Alright, you 3 go over there. Okay, he's gone. Spooky. Yeah, I'm having Grim Dawn PTSD here. You played this and Path of Exile? Right on! I love Path of Exile. When I was trying to decide on an action RPG to play on stream after my previous game, I had it narrowed down to this, Path of Exile, and Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. I ended up picking this because there's a little more story than Path of Exile. Path of Exile is a really hack-and-slash game, very little story to it, and I was coming from a game where I was heavily streaming a story-based game, so I thought that the viewers I already had would take to this better than Path.
Come see what's left of what wears.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Witch as a summoner in Path, or the Templar with totems, because those are both, you know, summoning builds. Let's see, shoulder upgrade, put those on. Don't need the ring. Oh, whoa, wait a minute, I might have clicked that too fast. Yeah, buy that back. So this knife gives 8% bonus health to all your minions. So we'll keep that. Were you going 24-hour support since came back from Lisbon and doing an aggressive anti-truth, so I took a break from working, and it was when I started streaming. And you know the rest of the story. So now until I go to Germany, plan on helping out as much as possible. Oh, see you, DJ Destruction. Thanks for stopping by. Guess you got that night shift. Oh man, I just realized I haven't talked to you since your last job. Sometime you're gonna have to tell me about that. I'd love to hear about it. Whoa, big gloves upgrade. Put those on. Big pants upgrade. Gird my loins with better armor. Better boots. Unfortunately, I lose the cool fire effect on my feet. Don't need that ring. And merge all this stuff together. Alright. And we got a... Oh, sorry, no, that was DJ Destruction. I know him IRL, and I haven't talked to him since he changed jobs. And so when he said off to work, I was like, I have no idea where he's going. I haven't talked to him since he worked at a different place, so I was telling him we'd have to catch up at some point. Alistair's diary. Mama told me to write in this thing. I suppose now is as good as ever, seeing as I'm grounded again. I pulled Abigail's hair. She started it. Why doesn't she have to sit in her room and write in her stupid diary? Tomorrow I'll catch the biggest frog I find in the marshes and leave it in Sister's room. We'll see how she likes that. 2. Mama's been reading my diary and now I'm grounded again.
The frog got out before Sister even saw it. Why isn't Papa home yet? He was supposed to take me out to Burwich today, and he's not back from business. Mama's saying I'm not allowed to play outside anymore. Perkins said there are monsters roaming the marshes, but Mama said there's no such thing, and she whooped me with a ladle for talking rumors again. I wish Papa would come home already. I want to go to Burwich. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Mama locked me and Sister in my room while she checked out some noises behind the house. It's been forever now, and I hear noises inside the house too. Papa, please come home and make the noises go away. I don't care about Burwich anymore. Just come home. Yeah, that kid got eaten. That took a dark turn at the end. It was really funny for 3 diary entries, and then sad. Have I played the old Robin Hood game? Wait, you mean old Robin Hood? Do you mean like 1990s old game? Oh, hold on. This will literally take me 5 seconds. Hang on. Okay, I know now this is not what you mean. You said old Robin Hood game. I got this thing from like 1995, made by Sierra, makers of King's Quest and Space Quest. So when you said that, this was the first thing that jumped to mind. It was a great game. Don't know if anybody these days, yeah, it'd be retro these days, but it was great. The end of the diary was hysterical. Dude, that's when he got eaten. Him saying he was going to put a frog in his sister's bed, and then entry 2, Mama read my diary, I got hit with a ladle. That was the best part for me. Oh, these dogs have 2 tails and pus on them. Okay. Got to refill my food bar. There was a half-eaten meal there. Mmm, half-eaten meals. Delicious. Okay. There is a trap door in that house. This area is whack. Alright, can we get this stuff over the walls? Oh, the mage can with his meteor spell. Let's check this real quick. Yeah, there's a couple of things here we didn't get. Let's see. Oh, we're in an aqueduct or something now? Whoa! Speedy spiders, new creature. The Moldering Fields. Oh wait, there's a Dot over there. What's going on over there? Hey Dot, are you important? Hey, it's a person.
Well, I'll be. A living person.
I've been stranded out here since Burwich fell. Fortified myself on this little patch of land, cooking whatever critters get too close, while waiting for the inevitable end. You're a welcome sight for sore eyes. Burwich fell months ago. How have you survived this long? Well, I can cook, for one. I used to work in the capital and had the honor of preparing meals for a couple noble houses and many foreign dignitaries. I'm not a fighter, but I've learned to hunt a bit when necessary. Gets me by. Scraps of bone rat. Aren't exactly fine dining, though. Most of all, I just keep quiet and observe. What about you? Where do you hail from? We could use a cook. Tell him about the prison. This prison of yours sounds like a heaven compared to my current dwelling. I bet I could do my share as well. Men fight better on full stomachs. How will we get all my equipment to the Devil's Crossing? I can open a rift gate. Kick up through a portal.
Alright. So I should have a cook in town now next time I go back. Oh man, this field is all kinds of messed up. Dead dude. Alright, let's see where this trapdoor goes. To a basement full of monsters. I love how you can even command the pets in this game to like kick open doors for you and stuff. Oh. Scared of those rat things, they try to rush me. Alright, that just loops back around, that's full circle. Oh, wow, those gloves. 12% to pet damage, 9% to pet health. Gimme, gimme. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna go take a nap before I start my stream in 2 hours. Good luck with yours, buddy. Love to catch you again. Yeah, you too, man. I'll see if I can check yours out if I'm still awake by then. I stream almost every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, if you're interested. Okay, I got a ladder going up here. This looks like that house had a tunnel connecting to this house. Everybody shares a basement. Alright, hold on. There was a waypoint up here. Let's fight for that, and then we'll go get all the stuff we missed. Riftgate is swarming with enemies! Focus damage on the star. Aldenar the Undying! You're dead, Undying. Alright. Oh, we lost one Mr. Bones. Resummon. Some scrap, some items. Alright. So now I'm going to head back down here to the dark areas we didn't go through and see if I can find any more survivors. Oh, as I run right into a lightning bolt. Peace. Green zombies. Plague walkers. Oh, they... looks like they explode with poison damage, I would guess. Okay. Salvage gloves, don't need those. Ooh, back up, back up. Pushing ahead a little too far while I was glancing over at the stream chat. Oh my gosh, what is this? Get hit by lightning over and over. Nargbalgal the Stormseeker. It was probably his fault. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah, we lost a few dudes there. That fight was no joke. Devil Touched Ammo. Different color font. Seems like a special item. Alright. Oh, wait. We were shooting at something. Take him out. Okay. Alright, cleared that area. Let's head back over to the east.
Okay, Burwich Bridge repair site. Need 1 dynamite to clear the bridge, and then a bunch of materials to fix the bridge. So I can't do that. I think that's actually a really high-level area. It's just the entrance to it is here in the low-level area, so you need a bunch of materials to build the bridge to make access to it. An interesting little way of keeping you out. Alright. Electrified to Selden. Not too bad, with a big mosh pit of skeletons hitting him. Okay, bridge going that way, not gonna go that direction yet. Circle over here. Come on, come on, come on. Pathing here is a little rough for my summoned friends. They were getting stuck there. Alright. Level 18. Alright, I'm gonna move my archers in there. They're shooting the wall there. Oh wow, I just lost 5 guys. What happened? Cultist orders. Brothers of Blood, the ethereal presence in Burwich grows stronger with each passing day. We are shifting our operations beyond the city limits, where we may proceed with our plans undisturbed. Our focus now turns upon Devil's Crossing, where our newest agent, Dyrene, has successfully sabotaged their water pump. Soon that irksome group will be forced to flee their sanctuary, and then they shall be at our mercy. Ready yourselves, brothers. Soon we shall drink of their blood. Oh my gosh, so we have a traitor in our town, and a cult that wants to kill us. Alright, skeleton going there. Okay, that building's cleared. Kill the crystal as fast as possible. Good. Oh, whoa. There's like zombies pouring out of the ground here.
My inventory is full.
Oh my. You. Back to Devil's Crossing. Cults are always creepy, but in a cool way.
Give you a good price on what I've got left.
Oh, I got a story that give you a laugh, Bakamono. At my work, we make these systems for customers, of course, and when we make them a login for the system, a computer login, the login is always an abbreviated version of their company, underscore, first initial, last name. And this company was called Cultivate, blah, 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 blah. The first word was Cultivate. That's all that's important. And so I shortened it to Cult to make their usernames. So all of their usernames was Cult underscore. And this one guy, his first initial last name was S Word. He was Mr. Word. So his username became Cult Sword. And I acted like, I kind of did it on purpose when I realized what was going to happen, but I was like, yeah, the system makes these automatically. That's so crazy. And I just did it to give myself a giggle. And his wife was talking to me, and she's like, no, we actually thought it was funny. And I'm like, oh, good. Some people don't find humor in that. And she's like, no, I was actually worried because if my daughter Brittany joins us, her name is going to be Cult B Word. It's just a stupid old woman laugh. And she's like, yeah, I've thought about getting her name tattooed on me, but having B Word tattooed on yourself will Get you in trouble. Whoa. Oh, I totally misclicked this woman. They added like a transmogrifier to the game, like in, it's called the Illusionist, but it's basically transmog from WoW. That's awesome.
What do you want?
I found a curious note in Burwitch. Mentions you by name. Oh, this is the traitor. This is the guy that poisoned our water. Oh, don't believe in anything you say. It says it's slander. Explain yourself! Now, I know this doesn't look good for me, but hold that weapon of yours in check a second. Yes, I sabotaged the water pump, but I had my reasons. You see, I was a prisoner back here when this place still served as an actual prison. When the world went down the slith hole, oh, nice dodge, I stayed here with a few others. It was the safest place I could think of. Clearly, Bourbon thought the same thing when he showed up with the rest of the survivors, and things escalated quickly. I'm sure it was us who fired first, but it was them that fired the last. The prisoners that survived were driven out and set free. Now call me a coward for all I care, but I hid when the fighting got ugly. Came out later looking like another refugee, and no one was the wiser. Never could forgive Bourbon for what he did to us, though. I missed the part where you don't deserve to die. Alright, I'm getting to that. The cult of Chthon. Not a bunch of people you want to cross, obsessed with the blood of some fallen god, or maybe it's just blood in general. They made me an offer. I sabotage the water pump, I get safe haven at their hideout, get back at Bourbon, find a new home, 2 birds with 1 stone. Wasn't until I attended one of their underground meetings I realized I was mixing with the wrong crowd, and believe me, I've been affiliated with some pretty twisted individuals. Ran out of there before they were done with the first initiate. You don't want to know what that entails. I do have one of their keys, though, prize for the mistakes I've made. Let's make a deal, eh? You don't breathe a word of this, and I'll give you my key, along with direction. Oh, that's that locked door we found. Okay. So I can either kill this guy for wronging us, or let him live to get the entire cult, which is the real source of the problem. We have a deal. Got the key, got directions. Well, if it isn't my savior, I can't thank you enough. I finally get to cook for other people. Oh, this is the cook I saved. Have some soup. Could use some salt, but Captain Whiskey over there since it's for combat use only. So his name's Bourbon. This guy's calling him Captain Whiskey as an insult. That's funny. And they're using salt like the friggin' the show Supernatural and other cult stories where they use salt to fight ghosts and stuff. So he's not letting him put salt on food because they're using it to throw it undead.
Have you found a rift gate in Burwitch? What's the situation out there?
Swarming with ethereal corruption. Whoa, slipped into Sean Connery there. But the rift gate is secure.
Good work. While you were gone, I dug through some of the files in this office, and I think we have our target. As you are acutely aware, ethereals can possess humans and bend them to their will. I always had my suspicions, but now I have little doubt. The former warden of this prison is possessed. Well before the Grim Dawn, in fact. There have been countless holes in the prison records.
Oh, the Grim Dawn is what they refer to as the day the whole world kind of went to hell.
A more complete picture. He's been transferring prisoners into a secret facility underneath his mansion in Burwitch Village for years.
What?
What for, I don't know, but I'm sure it wasn't for rehabilitation. There are also several mentions of ethereals and rift gates. I need you to find this man, or whatever he has become. Warden Krieg owned a mansion in the northern district of Burwitch Village.
Alright. I gotta kill the warden. There's a bounty table here, which I can't use yet. Now what's this paper I just got? Dareni's directions. Oh, I already know where it's at, so I don't really need to read that. Alright, so where? Oh. I guess I killed enough zombies to make this guy happy again. There are, yeah. Okay. Oh! Oh no, that wasn't what I thought it was. I had my hopes up for a second. Let me see where I left my last portal. If only he was here with us when I died. Ah, salt in the wound. Come on, move. There we go. They were shooting at a wall again. Oh, there's a trapdoor over here. Alright, so...
over here is where the locked door was. So let's go down to that waypoint. Or the waypoint is. I think this is the closest one. Find out in a minute. By the way, Bagamono, I have been trying out your advice about the user count item that we spoke about. I've had that turned off, and I'm attempting to just be as chipper as possible all the time since the beginning of last stream, just to see what that does for me. Experimentation. Ooh. I think this was the right way. Yeah, this is it. Got 8 skeletons, got our bird. Open door. Quest complete, a strange key. Whoa. The Bloodsworn are already here. A presence far more powerful than you dwells within this place. Oh, great. Let's make a portal just in case I die. I don't know how far back it makes you respawn because I haven't actually died yet. Oh, can they not? Okay. Surprisingly can't shoot through those bars. Wow, yeah, I just realized a lot of these guys are level 20 to 22. And I'm 18. Oh, undo. Put some more point physique. Similar to my Divinity character where I had just all Constitution and then I went for skills that didn't require a combat stat. I'm doing something very similar right now. Yeah, it sounds like sound advice. It was just not something I had come across before you mentioned it. Honestly, other than the fact that the skeletons get smashed like paper when they actually do take a hit, this build is doing quite well versus these guys that have a huge level advantage. Did I lose it? No, didn't lose any there. Ooh, a half-eaten meal. Once again, I'm eating somebody else's dinner. Oh, I misclicked, fight! I had them run up to hug the enemy once again. Oh my gosh! Lost one guy there. Since we seem to have similar taste in games, you clearly don't have RPGs. I think you know about Moo Online. Am I wrong? I don't. I can Google that, but I am not familiar with Moo Online. Since the word online is in the title, my first assumption would be that it's an MMO. Holy crap, that guy exploded.
My inventory is full.
Alright.
deal with the inventory once we push these enemies a little further away from me. Oh wow, I wasn't even watching my health bar. I was so focused on aiming my guys. I was down to like half health. Gotta be more careful. You're old? I just waved a game box from like 1995 on the screen, man. Come on.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Armor upgrade. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Another armor upgrade. Another armor upgrade. Yeah, I've got a shelf back there that's got a bunch of just relic games on there that I wanted to save still in the box, all just lined up on it. That was one of the ones that was on there. Did we lose anybody? No, not that time we didn't. Alright, let's sweep this place. Treasure chest. I could do an IRL stream to showcase as one of these days, only known in advance. I don't want to miss it. Even if you did, I keep the recordings of all my streams. Kind of, at the beginning, it was like Twitch tells you that they, if you're not a partner, they only keep the recordings of your streams for like 2 weeks. And so it was kind of like to have an archive. Every time I finish a stream, I send it to YouTube and put it on an appropriate playlist. Like there's one for Divinity Honor Mode, and there's another for Divinity Honor Mode Lone Wolf. There's one for Ori and the Blind Forest, so on, so on. So if I ever did something like that, it would be saved on YouTube. Now it's almost like a collection of mine. I like looking at it, seeing the views increase. It's just like on here, you know, I get a little bit of happiness going on whenever I see another follower, the follower number go up. Over there, when I see view counts go up and stuff like that, I get a little thrill. My coworkers joke around with me. They're like, "Hey, dude, you got 15 subscribers, only 985 more, and you can become a YouTube partner." And I'm like, "Yeah." Oh my, this is rough. This guy's like zoning me out here. That pentagram on the ground almost killed me when it touched me. Alright, he just dropped 3 skeletons, so I'm gonna resummon a few more. Come on, guys. Woo! So he killed 6 skeletons, and he took like a minute to kill. Oh, don't need to pick that up. Scorpion Sting level 2. Nice. Well, I thank you for the sentiment. Yeah, dude, I had a YouTube login to watch stuff, but I had nothing on it before a month ago. I had never used Twitter in my life before a month ago. Oh, shoot. And now, like, whenever I made the Mukluk Facebook page, because I wanted to slightly disassociate it from the Facebook page that has, like, my grandma on it. So, like, now whenever I go live, I'm tweeting, which is very new to me. I'm posting on that Facebook page. I'm posting in, like, 6 Discord groups, and then when I finish the stream, I'm, like, uploading everything to YouTube. And then I try each weekend to make at least one highlight reel video and release that on, like, 7 different Reddits. Anything to try to
Spread the word.
Keep forgetting I can do the camera turn thing. I'm not used to it being in this game. Oh boy! Oh boy! Look at this. I feel like our bags are gonna get full before we pick all this up. Wow. Okay. That's a shock. Okay, so this is the last room of the cultist place. So we're done with the cultist place. So we'll dump bag and then go back to Burwich. I hear ya. I was a guild leader in WoW for a very long time, so I kind of feel like the same feeling I did as when I was building up a guild, you know? Like, some people join and they're just like asshats or they're bad at the game, which isn't really a factor for viewers, but I think you get the metaphor. So I kind of feel like I'm building up a small community of people I actually want to hang around slowly. Don't need that. Don't need that. Those give movement speed, so I'll carry those till I hit level 20 so I can use that. Don't need that. No. That plus 15% to pet damage. That's crazy. Hang on to that. Nope. Nope. Wait. Wait! Plus 1 to raise skeletons. Ooh. Is that worth giving up 7% to pet health? No, probably not. 7% to pet health affects all pets, and eventually I'm going to have more than just the skeletons. Wow! Yo! Plus 2 to summon Hellhound, plus 2 to summon Familiar, grants the skill Call Forth the Harbinger. Lives for 25 seconds. It's an additional pet that lives for 25 seconds. Okay, hold on to that thing. That's neat. 15% to all pet damage. Hang on to that. Oh, was it my birthday? Just saw your message. Let's see, 11% health. Still not the right level for that. Okay, oof, this is gonna clutter my bags a bit. Alright. Okay, back to Burwich Village. Oof, 11:56, and go a little bit longer. Pets, kick the door down, and rush in there. There's grenades lobbing around, so I'm going to wait around the corner. Man, you made me want to get back into Path of Exile. This computer was actually upgraded to its most recent form because of Path of Exile. As you might expect, I was playing a summoner in there, and you know, I was they're like the Vol summon skeleton spell summons like 30 skeletons. And for a while you could combine it with Spell Echo and summon 60, not counting your 15 zombies, 20 raging spirits. You could literally get like 80 pets for short periods of time. And my game would lag the hell out. And when it would finally clear, either I won or I died a while ago and it just caught up. So I did some computer upgrades. Like, that was my breaking point. Like, alright, I'm gonna upgrade them in my computer again. Oof, we lost a guy. That dude was tough.
19. Whoa. Like a lightning eye beholder thing. Ring of salt with bones in it. Someone tried to defend themselves and it didn't work. Alright. Okay. Summon Hellhound unlocked. I'm gonna pour points into that now. So his current, let's see, 24 to 37. Okay, so currently it's not even as strong as one skeleton, but that'll change. It's their fault. That's the trap. So many cool games. Of course, they all push your PC. Yep. Also, and I only learned about this very recently. There's a coworker of mine, relatively new coworker, that was very, very educated on Bitcoin, and he was telling me about how like people use to mine Bitcoin. It doesn't primarily use the CPU of a computer. It primarily uses the GPU, the graphics card of the computer, to mine Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin miners actually raised the price of video cards because they would just buy systems, put like 5 video cards in it, and set them up as mining rigs. And so that actually raised the price of video cards for people that were actually buying video cards for video. It was a part of the industry I never knew anything about until very recently. You have reached a spies with the Ethereals. Congratulations, they hate you. Some scrap. Can't get into that house from this angle. Bunch of graves. Anything gonna jump out of these graves? Oh, focus the crystal. Okay. You know what? I need to reverse the camera movements. Right now, like turning left and right with the camera is opposite of the keys from Divinity, and it's making me make mistakes. There we go. Much more what I'm used to from recent. Whoa, what are they attacking? Oh, there's a dude out there. Okay. I'm really oblivious to Bitcoin, to be honest, so I don't even dare trying to have a conversation about it. Nah, it's fine. I knew zero about it before talking with that guy. He had mined some in the past, so when that big Bitcoin bubble happened, he made a couple $1,000s. Not like the people who retired or anything, but he got like a few paychecks worth from the experience. Let's see. Is this the trapdoor I came out of? Or have I been down here yet? Do you still play WoW? I might try the expansion, not yet sure. I have a... What's max now? 110? I have a 110 Blood Death Knight, Undead, I am Horde side, that I stopped playing Legion around the Nighthold raid. I kind of lost interest. And most of my guilds just kind of set Legion down at that point. I'm sure I could get some of them to rejoin me, but I'm going to reactivate when Battle for Azeroth comes out, and I plan on streaming if people will watch me playing my Blood Death Knight and going through that. And one idea I thought of to promote growth is like offering on some days to tank for people that are viewing. See if I could kind of whore myself out there to make some more friends. As usually tanks and healers are the most needed roles in World of Warcraft dungeons. So I can often find work. Yeah, I've actually got a scheduled vacation then, so unless something comes up, I will probably be doing like most of the day streams, like on a Monday through a Friday, when that comes out for my vacation. Have a small break when my kid gets off school, and then I'll start again when he goes to bed. Yeah, one idea I had, if I can get big enough, is like I added the loyalty points. Like if you're watching this on the computer, you can scroll down and there's the thing that shows like the leaderboard for cheers. You can change that to the Muckbucks tab, and I'm very proud of that name. Don't you say a word. You can change it to the Muckbucks tab, and it shows how much you've earned just by watching me. And I thought about making it for like, you know, for X number of Muckbucks, you can make me tank any dungeon or raid for you up to X period of time, you know, and then just have people hire me on the spot. It's an idea. I don't have exact numbers yet, but since tanking is the most needed role, I was like, whoa, this is 3 named guys at once. 4? I think it might be 4 named guys. Kite him. Health potion because I'm on fire, apparently. Okay, we're good. Lost a few skeletons from that. Anyway, yeah, that's the idea. If I can make it happen and build a little bit more of a following from my tank coring, I'll do that. Also, I'm the kind of person that I have a habit of when I play World of Warcraft, I read the quests. And so I think that if anyone starts watching my channel because they like roleplay stuff, they could still enjoy themselves. I'm not the kind of person that just like clicks through them and just reads the thing at the bottom that says kill 10 boars or whatever. Well, yeah, I'm not wearing a low-cut V-neck shirt, Bakamono. Oh, hey, Full Metal. I missed you there for a second. Nice to see another name in the chat. Oh my gosh, I'm glad they started firing while I was still loading in. Yeah, so anyone here that plays WoW would know in Wrath of the Lich King when the Death Knights first came out. At the time, there was some unique Death Knight abilities, Death Grip, that were required for some of the Wrath boss fights. So I was like, our guild, we were like, we have to have someone level a Death Knight. And I was like, well, yeah, I can do it. And I was like, it looks fun, so I made one. And at the time, you could tank, PvP, or DPS as any of the 3 specs. They were trying to make that balance. Oh, wow, that's acid. Back up. And I started off, and I was an unholy tank, which was the worst of the 3 between Frost and Blood and Unholy. But Unholy had the pet. And I wanted a pet, just like me in this game. I wanted a pet. I was like, oh, it's a tank with a pet. It's fun. Even though the pet scaled with your stats, so as a tank, my pet had, like, no damage, but more health than, like, anyone else in the raid. I just loved having a pet. But then they made it to where the tank spec has to play Blood. I felt like they made me play a new class, like, 10 times, because they kept changing the class. But now I have to play Blood, so I only get pets when I'm, DPSing, like if somebody else is the tank, which is really rare. Alright. But that was my original drive to even make that character, was, oh, I can have it be a tank and have a pet class. Don't have the body type for a low-cut V-neck shirt. Dude, that's one of the things, like, it doesn't trigger me enough to say anything. I do not like drama. Like, if people are like, nah, politics, I'd usually just rather unfriend them and walk away than say anything. Wow, compared to that acid thing, that was a really big boss. I didn't even realize that was a boss. But, you know, in trying to network, I have joined many, many Twitch, Facebook groups, and Discords for Twitch streamers. And you always see like, hey, going online right now. You see that all the time. I do it as well. But it seems like whenever it's a female going online, they have a selfie included with the I'm going online picture of myself. And the ones that are just so obviously phishing, they're like, going online, hopefully there's no sexual harassment tonight. And then they've got a picture, and in the picture, the top of their fucking head is cropped out of the picture, but it includes everything down to their belly button. I'm just like, And it's like, oh, and it's so obvious. And then someone will say something, and someone will be like, well, if you didn't wear that kind of shirt, boom, the chat explodes. All the social justice warriors just rush in, and they're like, how dare you? Are you saying she can't dress the way she wants to dress? And it just, the whole thing blows up. And then they're like, I'm going online post has like 100 comments. Every time. I don't know if that was a rant or story time, but there you go. But just anytime I see they do a selfie and the top of their freaking brain and forehead is not in the picture because they were including more down below, I'm just like, really? You hope there's no harassment tonight? Really? You don't have your whole face in the photo. I never post a word. I don't want that on my Facebook history, but I'm just like, Oh, for sure. There's some decent ones. You know, don't let, what is it, one bad apple ruin the batch, or whatever metaphor you choose. But I'm just talking about the hundreds that I see in those Facebook groups. Heck, there's a couple that I'm following that are just genuinely interesting people. Harbor Master's Log, Burwitch. Oh, I just saw him being hosted by someone. Oof. Ka something. I know a little hiragana, but not much. But thank you for the host. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, but I do appreciate it. I took a course of Japanese in college, and I remember learning like the basic alphabet, like hiragana and katakana. But I've never used it since then, so I did not retain much of the information. Some who should not be allowed to do this, they don't deserve the privilege. There's some who even say pick for attention. Alright, I'm pretty sure this loops around here if this is the last tile for this act. More old memories. Oh, we lost a few undead. Let's resummon. The swampy area. Ooh, big guy, big guy. Okay. He didn't have a star on him. He was just big and spooky looking. Oh. Tank around the corner first. Seriously, it's one button, but I love the pet control they added to this game. Such a nice universal button. Yeah. If we really want to scare him off and be like, well, that was a nice talk about hating on women, so are you Democrat or Republican? Dun dun dun. How to kill a stream in 2 seconds. Or make it explode. I'm honestly not sure. Ooh, food ration. Haven't found food in a while. That's good. Oh no, the trap door. Alright, where does this go? Skeleton was blocking me there for a second. Ooh, secret door. Now, unlike Divinity, this game doesn't have the thing where you can hold down Alt and all the clickable things highlight. You kind of got to wave the mouse around. If you look, this room is not even on the map. And I love that. You know, it's so easy to find secret rooms in a game where it's on the map behind the wall. It's like, oh, there's a switch here somewhere, and you might spend 10 minutes looking for it, but you found it because the map showed it. Oh, these are exploding with acid. Let's back up a little bit. Let the creatures take the hits. Stone chest. Okay. First time I've seen one of those. It looked big and fancy.
My inventory is full.
Oh no! Alright. Let's go empty our bags in town, see if we're carrying any upgrades that we don't even know about. Some clips I want to show you about the Portuguese president and Donald Trump. Yeah, dude, I am oblivious to that. Dude, gosh, like, humanity in the United States right now, like, you mention Trump, no matter what side you're on, it's just, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, there was a time I tried to be able to converse in those conversations, and it would always just get nasty, and at this point, I'm not even watching the news. I'm sure in the eyes of some people that makes me a terrible human being, but I'm just like, just tell me when it's over. And don't mistake what I'm saying. I'm not like, tell me when this presidency's over. Rah, I just mean like, tell me when the drama's over. I don't care. Harbor Master's Log of Burwich. Another boat arrived, filled with hidden prisoners, dozens of them. As usual, a wagon was waiting for them, but from what I hear, it doesn't take them far. One of the loading boys came back from Burwich after visiting their new doctor, and he said the wagon stopped outside the warden's mansion. The lad asked about the prisoners, and one of the handlers said rehabilitation. Not sure what to make of that. There's been over a dozen of these prisoners' transports in as many weeks. I just don't see how they can fit them all in that mansion. I don't care how big the place may be. Creek won't be keeping a prison's worth of no-good thieves under his roof. Something peculiar is going on there, and it don't settle right in my stomach. Might have to send word up the lake to Malmouth, get one of them inquisitors down here to look into this curiosity. Can't say I want one of them inquisitors poking around here much either, though. They make a man uneasy. We're almost level 20, then we can use some of this gear I'm lugging around. Yeah, dude, if you think it's amusing, just private message it to me. I'll be happy to take a look at it off stream. Okay. Oof, it is past my bedtime. Dude, time flew tonight. I was worried, because, you know, going into a new game, you worry, like, oh, maybe the audience I've already built up is going to hate this, but everyone that showed up actually hung out for a while, so I'm pretty happy with the results of tonight. Oh, dude, does he do that freaking handshake where he, like, grabs the hand and then, like, jerks it into him like he's trying to show how manly he is? Because I've seen a montage of those things. I still want to see it, but is that what you're talking about? God. Dude, the funniest one I saw was when he met, is it called the president? The leader of Canada. I don't know the title, but he met the leader of Canada, and he went to do the arm jerk thing, and it didn't, like, budge him at all. And there was all these comments below the video from Canadians like, yes, you cannot budge our leader. He is strong as oak. God, dude, that freaking handshake. It's so cringy. What's this? Oh, that was food. Oh, there I go, forgetting again that they added camera turn. Why do I have a star over here? Some kind of quest item in that basement. Ooh, a shrine. This one's a combat shrine. Gotta be careful. Oh, I got surrounded immediately. Back up. Okay. Alright, devotion point. Can finish the Scorpion constellation, which gives us 5 green. Oh my gosh, that didn't used to be a thing. Now when you mouse over a color, it highlights all the things related to that color. Good for them! Good job, Crate Entertainment. I think that's their name. It's a nice addition. Okay. Dude, if he's on the receiving end of it, he freaking deserves it. Like, to say nothing else about his character, but that handshake crap he pulls with people, he deserves some kind of revenge shake, I don't know. Ooh. And the basement full of things that go bump in the night. Breakable wall. Let's see what's back here. Ooh, salt line at the door. That's interesting. Oh, this door too. And it was held. And a salt circle here. Look at you! He's keeping the monsters out with all these salts. Good job, Darlet.
I can't believe somebody found me out here. I came down into the cellar looking for supplies, but I got cut off to the surface by the dead.
Kasparov sent me. I can... Oh, this is the Inventor's Apprentice. I can open a rift gate and get you to safety.
You can do that?
That's my impression of a young woman in peril. Mine are higher quality. They're made of sterner stuff. I'm reminded of when you play the witch in Path of Exile. She has a voice line that when you kill the first, like the end of Act 1 boss in the prison, it's like this big stitched together Frankenstein guy. And she has this line, she's like, if I had made him, he wouldn't have died so easily. Like, my zombies are made of sterner stuff. Oh, I'm kind of a puss in that regard, Full Metal. I always love, unless I'm going like full tank and I'm a really sturdy fella, I'm usually playing Summoner every chance I get. what I'm getting at is I dislike playing a glass cannon. It has my nerves on edge the whole time. Nice, I can use the movement speed boots finally. I need a lot more spirit to use any of this stuff. Alright. I've got a lot of points saved up. Okay. Can get rid of these. And then we still have the sword, requires level 24. Okay. There's the apprentice I saved. Thanks for the timely rescue. Kasparov spared no time putting me back to work, so I'm here for all your schematic needs. Just ask. Alright, another useful member of the town. She can salvage and dismantle things. It's time for me to go. Pretty tired past my bedtime. Have a good stream, dude. Always have a good laugh. Alright, Bagamono, if you're still here, have a good one. I love talking to you. If I could have banished all the skeleton archers, I would have played Summoner, but I don't have the DLC till this weekend. Oh, gotcha. I think, did I finish that cellar? I think I did. If I did, that might be a good pause point. Oh, I can pick this up. Nope, there's a couple more rooms. Let's thoroughly finish this cellar before I leave. Oh, there's a spoiler. I see an untouched meal in the walls. So there it is. Oh, he died. Well, you didn't starve to death. There's an untouched meal in here. How did you die? Maybe he was wounded. There's blood on the ground. I guess he bled out. Maybe he had some wounds. Alright. Gonna pause there for the night. Full Metal and any lurkers that are still here, thank you so much for joining me for the night. It's way past my bedtime, so I need to wrap it up. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider hitting that follow button. Helps me out, and it'll let you know the next time that I come online. If you really liked what you saw, scrolling down on the page a little bit, you can see my YouTube channel has all the previous streams as well as highlight videos and other works of art that are there. But I stream every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I'll be on tomorrow, and hope to see any of you there. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.